Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect? Who did you expect?
Welcome to the east side. We don't wait for doors of opportunity, we just wait on when we gotta kick them in. Decatur, Georgia, or a den of thieves. Hidden leads just to feed the village. Hidden leads make them feel like ninjas. Niggas always keep the metal tucked till you run up, get your face cut. Got your brookies on the back end. Know too many niggas trapped. They be stuck in genjutsu. They see the world from a different view. Shadow clones cause they silhouettes. Hard to point out when they robbing you. You never know what be inside of you. You never know who you be talking to. Till it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Blacker shadows in the nighttime. They don't wait on nothing but the right time. He ain't come around the corner. Shots fired, that's a nigga down. Sad, but this is normal around this town. I've been crying for my niggas found. I've been praying for my niggas down. Always looking for some progress. Try a nigga, he gon' regress. Locked and loaded that nigga ready. Turn your brains into red spaghetti. I be looking for God here. Hopefully see that I'm trying here. Say my niggas cause they really lost. Talk to my niggas before you write them off.
They say, Vic, don't you move on that side, boy. Both the crime rate and junkies stay high, boy. Scary niggas, they ain't see my vision, now they see it, they want in the convoy. Stop by the corner store, know that it's kissing, and let them watch windows punk gas for a bag of chips shot with the water. But no, they got size, I don't need no patchouli, I just want water. Start bitch with my brothers like Pops and Earl. We gon' turn Keller Road right into a Melrose. I might turn Wesley Cat to a motherfucking church, and they got to my people and teach them their worth. I don't need no appraiser, I'm knowing the worth of my property. They just on top the cap, always a lot in the world, and I'm on it all like construction on this side. I'm taking my time, now it's 2 a.m. on the east side. Up as fuck, no I'm writing rhymes. Late night, not an early morning, like an alchemist, I'm turning into something. Shots fired, that's your nigga down. Sad, but it's normal around this town. Cause I'm calling, say you beat the charge. He can't wait to come back around. Other cousin call, he almost out. Say he heard prices went back up. I confirm they gassed up. Told him chill, though, cause we next up. People be looking for God here. My job is to teach them look in themselves. Say my niggas cause they really lost. Spitting for the ones they breaking off.
Who did you expect?
Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the what? Biggest the Super Bowl. Niggas so thirsty, don't put me in beef. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock cause I love the mystique. I still wanna give me a song where I beat. Can't trust everything that you saw and I cheat. Just know if I diss you, I make sure you know that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album to fall off. It's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on the kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started the league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, the one that they call when they shit ain't connecting no more. Feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited your homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hey, how the gang got away from the bars, man, this shit like a prison escape. Everybody stepping, we're fucking, and everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate. When I show up, it's motion picture, blockbuster. The goat with the golden pen, the top toucher, the spot rusher. Spray this whole shit up, the crop duster. Not Russia, but apply pressure to your cranium. Codes automatic when aiming them. With the boy in the status of stadium. Big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit that they did in the studio. Niggas usually send their verses back to me and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women when they start debating about who the GOAT. I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that had been from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole. Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. girl on her phone, G. Never paid attention to the room or the homie. She just missed another opportunity, And I know that she lonely with no company, She's so busy reading text, she ain't even read the room, yeah. Always sending texts like I just want myself a little boo, yeah. I think I just went stupid, hit by Cupid. The arrow hit my heart, I hope she noticed. Gotta read the room, yeah. Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I could tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room. Trying to talk to you is honestly so fucking strange. Trying to find a way to drove my brain to be deranged. I would've never thought I'd have this kind of issue. I couldn't connect with you inside of the same room. I know you feel me, at least I think you do. It's hard to tell, I cannot read the room. Seem to be unfazed, that's what you supposed to do. You seem so confused, baby, why won't you learn to read the room? I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I could tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room.
I'll show you how to read the room, baby. Say you faded off that drink, I hit the road in Zoom, baby. Project nigga section 8, I never had a spoon, baby. She says it's rated, this movie coming soon, baby. No, I ain't worried about your boyfriend, he ain't like that. See me, it's on sight about that pussy, he gon' fight back. He gon' risk his life, I beat him up like go down my path. But your bitch won't be, so it ain't my fault that you tried that. Oh yeah.
Learn to read the room, I really wish that you can read the room. I really wish that you can look inside of me, and I could tell you how I feel, little baby. Just learn to read the room, Read the room. Just read the room, Just read the room. Learn to feel that presence and that feeling in that mood. Just learn to go ahead and feel that moment too, Learn to read the room.
I hear the logic. I just cannot.
Yeah. Everybody think it's a game. Yeah. Everybody think it's a game. Yeah. Everybody think it's a game. Boy, I ain't playing no games. No. Boy, I ain't playing no games. Yeah. Don't nobody know about the late night, early mornings with no sleep. Don't nobody know about the low time we ain't really had nothing to eat. Don't nobody know about the time we had to ride around without tank on E. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know nothing but me. Don't nobody know about the grind that it took. Don't nobody know how many times we put ourselves out there and got overlooked. Don't nobody know our pockets was low. Don't nobody know they think what they know. Don't nobody got love for a man, especially when a man hitting it low. Everybody got words of wisdom. Who putting in a word though? Everybody wanna get a trophy, but you ain't make it to the ship though. Better stick to your sailboat. I know you love to ride a wave. I see you really love to follow. Shouldn't say this over here though. Whoa, everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game till you get played. 2K, pat me the pressure, I handle the rock. Stay on the ground till I shoot to the top. Harder than lava, I fire the op. Stay back and shoot, my heart is your heart. I don't miss nothing, my shot can't get blocked. Bust in your face like I'm Curry on God. Mama mentality, win at all costs. Snakes in the grad, had to cut a few off. Keep my head low, my focus is people. The confidence is key, don't let haters get to you. Critics always wanna say something negative. I can't mind them, I know that I'm better than them. I just know I got that grind for my team. Take the title home and be MVP. Once I do, I'ma show on the king. Finger to the left, so quiet my demons. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game until you get played, yeah. Everything seem like a game till you get played, yeah.
Ay, Yeah. Welcome. It's Tuesday evening on the West Coast. Shout out to all the East Coasters who are up late at night. Everybody in the UK. I think I got 3 people that I know from the UK. I got some Canadians, uh, and I can't talk about everybody else. They're secret. All right. But what's going on? How's everybody today? Welcome. It is showtime. Yes. My show, you know what my show's always the last one. All the morning shows, I miss them all. But it is what it is. Remember, y'all know the rules. Keep the main thing the main thing. Nobody else gonna tell y'all that. They're gonna tell y'all to become a YouTube or social media influencer and to quit your job. I'm not gonna tell you that. Keep the main thing the main thing. That's how you stay away from being homeless. Okay. We have a big homeless population, and none of them are outside on their phones recording content about how they living as homeless people. I'm just letting you know. So keep the main thing the main thing. Okay. Where are my manners? GBGville was a sponsor of the last show. That was a Sunday show. He uses capitalist mindset to take over. But shout out to Gville. I appreciate you. Thank you for being the sponsor of the show.
Gang.
Now, I got a nice, calm, fun show for me to do today. I want to get into 3 things in particular. Number 1, Camron on CNN. The things that happen when you let the brothers on national television in front of a CNN audience, okay? We're going to get into that. I want to talk about conscious co-parenting because Van Jones put me on. I have no idea what conscious co-parenting is, but it sparked my interest. So we're going to talk about that. And of course, we must discuss the black wife effect that is trending lately. We must discuss that because I have some thoughts on that as well, okay? Before we do that, before we get into the black wife effect trend, Camron, Van Jones, who might be up to something, before we do that, I want to ask you guys a question. This will only pertain to a few of us, okay? Have you ever lived somewhere and you had neighbors that were on top of you? So maybe you were in an apartment complex and you had neighbors that lived above you and they always made a whole bunch of noise and it made you have difficulty sleeping. Have any of you experienced that where you were the bottom of the complex part and the person above you would be making all kind of noise, stomping, the stomping and all that would drive you crazy? Has anybody experienced that? Because it might just be me. I ain't gonna lie. It might just be me, but it happened to me. I remember it. Heck, even when I'm visiting family members, I remember it. Yeah, if I visit family members, go over there. Sometimes you have to stay over their house, because when your parents don't want to watch it no more, they send you to your uncle's house, they send you to your auntie house. And I have to tell y'all, I don't know why for 1 or 2 days do everybody else take care of you better than your own parents. When you struggling and then you get sent to your uncle's house or something, I don't know why magically it's food in the refrigerator. Now this is my trauma and I'm trauma dumping, okay? But magically it's food in the refrigerator, okay? You ain't got no bedtime. You get to stay up all night as long as you're a little quiet. Y'all ever experienced that? You leave your parents' home for 1 or 2 days and they treat you, I don't know, it just get better. Pizza just, look, you get to order pizza, ice cream. When you at home, you ain't got no McDonald's money. Now, some of y'all might have experienced that. Some of y'all have not, okay? LaGarrett, what up? Welcome to the Canadian, Miss Vanny Rue, welcome. But I definitely experienced that a lot growing up. So it left some levels, low form levels of trauma left, okay? So I'm just a little bit of trauma dumping on y'all. But the problem that I would have is when they're making noise, right? And they're the upstairs, when they was making all that noise, because they're above you, it's really no get back. You know what I mean? It's really no get back when the person is above you making all that noise. And the whole time I couldn't figure out. So y'all know what y'all used to do? Tell me if y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what y'all used to do? Y'all used to grab like a broom or like a mop or something. I don't know if we had Swiffer. I don't think we had Swiffer back then. And then you would just like hit the ceiling, right, to make a noise to tell them to calm down, stop making noise. Turns out, guys, we were going about it wrong. Turns out we were 100% inaccurate and wrong. We wasn't supposed to do that. We was not supposed to use one of those brooms to head upstairs. Yeah, I'm open the panel. I got you in a minute. I got you. But yeah, turns out what you were supposed to do was get more creative. All right. You were supposed to get more creative. I didn't know that, but I found out what you actually supposed to do is you're supposed to find a family member, turn them upside down. I know that sounds crazy, right? It sounds counterintuitive. You turn them upside down to get your revenge, okay? I know y'all don't understand. Sometimes visuals is better than the audio. So let me give you the visual. This is what you do when you having problem with people upstairs making noise. See? You see, I have officially solved y'all problem. Most people bring y'all a problem and never solve it. I officially solved your problem. You just need to find somebody. And you got to have the upper body strength. You got to have the upper body strength, okay? But this is how you get them back. You better get them back. This is how you get them back, okay? I solved your problem. Ain't nobody else here on the internet did it first. It was me. It was me. I solved it. I know it sounds crazy, but hey, solutions, okay? Just know who was the first person to solve your issues, all right? It was me, okay? I was so happy when I saw that. Now, guys, I'm going to have to be real honest with you. You know what's so crazy? With all this, Diddy stuff going on, people wondering, like, how come we couldn't solve this problem a long time ago? Well, it turns out there was one person that was brave enough to kind of get involved. It was a long time ago, okay? He was a music executive, okay? And he wasn't going to let you mess around and punk him. It was a long time ago, but there was a music executive. And he's in the industry still. And he didn't want to bow down. But you know what? He ran into a guy named Dame Dash. Dame Dash will tell you guys the story.
He's the one that got on the lawyer to sue Jay. He's the one that got on the lawyer and then be sitting in the room with us. I'm like, yo, what type of time?
Do you know that for a fact?
Yes, ask Un. That's why I be like, yo, how the we fuck with this? He got him the lawyer.
So let me ask you this. So if
ask Un, ask Steve, he got him the lawyer.
So let me ask you a question.
Like, what type of shit is that? This is Puff. We don't do that.
Combs was arrested on charges of second-degree assault and criminal mischief in connection with last Thursday's alleged attack on Interscope executive Steve Stout.
See, Interscope executive Steve Stout, he sued Puffy. He said, you going to jail for trying to assault me. And then Dame Dash basically said, no, we from Harlem. We don't do none of that. And so, he's been basically calling him a rat for a long time. But somebody was trying to put an end to this. Somebody was trying to get him locked up for his anger problems. But people like Dame Dash said you can't do it that way. So just know it's been a lot of history about this. And some people tried, but they was brushed under the rug because y'all was listening to Dame Dash telling y'all how to be an entrepreneur, and his son got cookies. My son got a business. He don't have to work for nobody. He got cookies. He sell cookies, okay? He went on the Breakfast Club to tell you about how his son sell cookies and things like that. So you guys have to be careful. There are usually some people giving y'all the information, and we just letting them bypass it, all right? I seen an interview with the security guard. He said, man, they should open up the case again as well. He agrees. It's a lot of stuff going on. I'm just going to tell you this. It's about over. It seemed like a lot because it's only been a week, but man, oh man, the end times is coming for him. The end times is coming for him, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. I didn't think it'd be over like that, but it's gonna be over like that. It's gonna be over like that. All right. Now, Remy, like, I'm sorry, Remy, but it just is what it is. All right, it just is what it is. Eventually, you're gonna get up. Youngblood, what up? Now, let me get into this whole Camron on CNN thing. Camron is is he still a rapper? Yes, he's a rapper from Harlem. And same place that Diddy, Mason them is from, where they street code is a little different. All right, they don't tell. Even though some people will tell you they some of the biggest snitches in the world, but they tell you they don't tell. But I don't know. Right? So Camron went on CNN. He was invited there to speak on a subject, and his actions were quite interesting. Right? So I'll let you guys take a listen to these actions, okay? Because CNN is a pretty big network. They have a big reach. They're pretty politicized and things like that. Garrett said Cam ain't rapped in 10 years. But keep it real though, Cam, when he first came out, Cam was doing it, he was doing the thing. So we ain't gonna take nothing from him. Everybody, listen, I didn't want to be a part of it, but everybody I knew was trying to be Dipset. Everybody. Most people wanted to be Joel Santana, though, at that time. Okay. Not no more. Now, if they were smart, they would have picked Camron, because Joel's then fell all the way off. All right. So he went on CNN, and this is how the interaction went around. All right. This is just what happened on the interaction. You guys can be the judge for yourself. Okay. I'm not going to judge for y'all. Let me pull it up here. Moxie says, shout out to Killer. Yeah, he made that pink popular. He did that.
Thanks for being here. First, when you saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video was egregious. I'm against. I don't support.
First, I just want to say, Camron definitely a Harlem dude. Like, he come up there with the bucket hat on, the sunglasses. Sir, you could represent yourself in one of them pink suits that you rock. And don't get me wrong, the pink suits is fly. I'm gonna rock me one of these days. But you come up there with your Dipset apparel, the bucket hat, blacked out glasses, and I mean, I'll give you credit. You gave all of the talking points early. I want to denounce all. You did all that early, but you can't come on CNN like this. Come on, Cam, you can't do this. This ain't a really good business move. But to be honest with you, it might be. It's a Harlem thing, y'all. It's a Harlem thing.
So I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that trafficking, minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
did you recognize
everything
him?
I just said?
I just want to ask y'all, when somebody say not necessarily a friend, is that way of playing the middle, kind of saying like, we not friends like that, but we ain't enemies either? Or should he have just said, we ain't friends? Do y'all like that he answered it that way? We ain't necessarily friends. Or do you think that he should have said we not friends? Because I actually think it was strategic for him to say that. I don't know why. I don't think they have a great relationship, but I think he should have just was like, yeah, we do. I know him, but we not cool like that. But the way he said is we not necessarily friends. He kind of left the door open. But that's just me reading into the bucket hat and the sunglasses darked out on CNN, okay? In this Cam. So we'll let him be Cam.
Really a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
did you recognize
everything
him?
I just said?
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all from your
I don't know him like
experiences?
that. What do you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him. So yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide, for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
Does it seem to y'all that Camron don't want to be there? He's very upset. He mad at her for doing her job. And by the way, let me just say this. She is very professional. She handling her business like a professional. She's maintaining her cool. She's asking the right questions. She's doing her job, okay? He come up there. First of all, this is why you can't never invite nobody from a hood to the mayor's ball. This is why you can't do that, because they get up there and they act like they too cool for school. She asks you some legitimate, fair questions, but he don't want to be there and he upset at her. Come on now, you know what they got you on there for a reason. They want your insight on the business and your thoughts behind it. Okay, it is what it is. But it seemed like Camron not playing ball. He not playing ball, y'all.
Ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace. Listen.
Yeah.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me that's all here crying and shit.
I guess I had to take that back. Apparently, Camron wears bucket hats and blacked out sunglasses everywhere he goes. My bad, Cam. I didn't know it was your thing. All right, my bad, Cam. Carry on, brother. He just liked the bucket hats.
Man, I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew.
See, they should have brought Mace on. Mace got the suit. See, they made a mistake. They went and get the brothers from the podcast, but they got the wrong brother, because Mace would have went up there and actually answered the question. He would have went up there in a much more professional way. I don't know why they should have went with Mace. I don't know. Maybe they couldn't afford Mace. I don't know.
He would do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about
Cam, you can't, come on. You can't be drinking on Cam like this. Cam, you a professional. You know what it is, y'all? That's my bad. My bad. It's not that he ain't a professional. It's that he wanted y'all to see his Rolex. My bad, Cam. All you had to do was say you was trying to get the Rolex on. We see you. Bling, bling. My eyes is blinded. We see you, brother. Okay. Maybe it's marketing. Maybe he trying to market the drink or something. That's one-time drink. Just want to let you know. But that watch, blinding. Okay, I got you. I see. Look, he gonna keep it very hood. He say, you can take me out the hood, but you can't take the hood. I'm bringing the hood everywhere I go. So, all right, cool. I ain't mad at you at all, Cam. You definitely got to make sure you get your shine on, okay? So thank you for doing your thing. I was judging. I thought you was trying to plug the drink or something like that. Clearly, you're trying to show the watch. And very, very well done. Very smooth, incognito. Excellent work. Excellent work, okay? But they said the stream is choppy. It probably ain't me, but you know how the stream yards can be. It is what it is, guys. So we're just going to grind through it, and we're going to let Camron do what he do better, okay? We're going to let Camron do what he do best, all right? Now that I wonder how much that Rolex costs. I don't know. Hey, listen, Camron, you got an extra one for me. Don't be selfish. Everybody get to shine, all right? Everybody get to shine. Let me see here.
Is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace,
yo, all right, listen. What is a horsepower drink? I'm curious. I ain't never drank nothing like that. So I don't know what no horsepower drink is. I don't know what it do. But listen, Cam got to be in his 40s by now. Somebody look up how old Cam is. Cam, you can't be acting up like this, brother. You can't be acting up like this. How old is Camron? Camron got to be like at least 47. How old is Cam, y'all? He's like 47? 40, yeah, I knew it. He had like 47, 40. Cam, come on now. What is that special deuce? Is you drinking that special deuce? Tim said. So, all right. Clearly, he is a marketing genius. If the drink he is promoting is actually his, good business. Good business. He should get his own line of bucket hats too, by the way. Cam fashion game has always been on point. Y'all can't take that from me. He a Harlem dude. So we're gonna get them their swag. That's what Harlem do. They also tell on you and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, Cam, shout out to Cam, man. He's showing y'all how to market on a white man's TV station. That's what he's showing y'all to do.
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
Now I'm also going to acknowledge what you just said. He said he's going to get some cheeks after this horsepower drink. Sir, that is extremely disrespectful, sir. That's blatant disrespect. Very unprofessional now. And don't be expecting to get a call back. Don't you dare expect ever in your life to go on CNN ever again after the actions you have taken at this point, sir. If they invite you back, you have got to be the best marketing genius I've ever seen. But I bet y'all wondering who he going to see after the show. Y'all nosy. Y'all really nosy. Y'all, who care who he going to see after he drink the pink juice and all that or whatever it is? Who care? It's his business. It's none of our business.
I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace no Puff. So I appreciate what Mace.
Hey, is he kind of like snitching on Mace right there, though? Listen to what he said. He said, look, I don't really know Puff like that, like Mace no Puff. Is he trying to tell us something without telling us something? All right, I'm going to leave it alone. Is he from Harlem? So they be telling y'all stuff all the time. They be writing long sentences. They be on camera reading the description of what you. So I don't know if that was an indirect thing or if he was trying to get the attention off of him. It might be a Harlem thing.
I don't really know Puffers like Mace no Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said. And of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how.
We seen you in the movie. We seen you in the movie. You called him your brother, and then you asked him how many keys he got right there. And next thing we know, pam, right in the leg, pew, pew, and you robbed him for his keys. You said he was your brother. You said he was your brother. So look here, Cam, we don't trust you. We saw what you did last time to your boy. You robbed your own guy, and then you snitched on everybody. But you ain't telling nobody in Harlem, because when you come home, you're going to be the king. We saw what you did. We saw what you did.
Of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out.
Of course, he plugged his network. He said he got a show on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. No, that's not Killer Season, y'all. Come on now. Y'all know the movie when he played out. Come on, man. Y'all know when he took the key. Y'all know, come on now. The man just came on here and plugged his show. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. 100,000%. I would have did the same thing. I would have definitely plugged my show, but I would have did it much more smoother than that. I would have said something like, yeah, so the conversation that you were referring to, Mace, was on my show. Actually, it is what it is. That's off my YouTube show. I would have said something like that, snuck it in there. See, he just did a very overt, blatant plug like that because he just don't care. This is why you can't let him out the hood.
Like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mace from there. But for me to tell you how Puff acting and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I'll be sitting
Camron,
around watching Diddy and all that.
Listen, how you gonna come on a network? You absolutely know the questions that they're gonna ask you, and even if you don't know the question, you know what you up there for. Come on, Cam. How you gonna go up there and ask for your talent agent? First of all, that has to be your connect. Whoever your agent is, they the one that got you on there. You telling me they ain't doing their job? I don't know. Cam. I guess they said, Cam, CNN want to speak with you. And Cam was like, all right, let me get my bucket hat. Let me get the rolling. Harlem style. I'm gonna go up. Hey, what's up? Y'all want to speak to me? Yeah. I got an appointment after I get off the airlines with y'all. Like, this is wild. Cam, you can't be doing this. And see, look, y'all making excuses for this behavior. Y'all saying it's all right. He from Harlem. It's cool. We accept it. Y'all in here defending this actions. Y'all think he represents y'all well, don't y'all? That's crazy. He done went off.
Watching what Diddy do.
That's the case. If there weren't a lot of people protecting him, do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I'll be sitting
Cameron,
around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me. You enjoy.
Thank you for your time tonight.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That is funny. I'm gonna give it to Cam. Cam is funny. I'm gonna give it to him. Cam is funny. And see, look, some of y'all in there talking about he don't know what they're gonna talk about, and he didn't know nothing. So he know what CNN is. I'm gonna just tell you that. He know what CNN is. He know what's going on. He know he's a rapper. He know they don't really cover sports like he know what was going on. And even if you think he don't, they ain't get no excuse to act like that. You don't get to give him no excuse to act like that. This is the problem. Y'all always defending actions like this. And y'all wonder why y'all will sit here and say, I'm sorry, guys. There's a Joshua Jones in the chat that came in here disrespecting the Water Gang, talking about some coffee. Somebody time him out consecutively for the disrespect. That's multiple streams now. We can't have that now. See, let me get back to the show. I would let it slide if Camron really didn't know what happened. If Camron had no clue why he was on that show, not even a little bit, I'll let it slide. But I don't believe that to be the case. I don't believe that to be the case. I think he knew. I think he knew what was going on. And I think y'all defending him. Yeah, y'all defending Ron. You the main defender, by the way. You the main defender of this. I bet not find out you from Harlem. I bet not find out you from Harlem. Moxie has to be from New York. That's why she's defending this. Let me find out which borough Moxie repping, and then we gonna know what's going on. That's why y'all defending this nonsense. It's all right. Y'all gonna always wonder why y'all don't have no representation on CNN. Why ain't things going y'all way? Because y'all defending actions like this. Now, Camron, you gonna have to explain to us why you was acting like that. Camron gonna have to explain to us why he was acting like that. Now, Camron, explain to the people why you act like that.
Yeah, no, they invited me on the show to talk about what's going on with Diddy and all that. And then my thing about it was, Mace, that is that they didn't invite me on to say about how successful our show is. Or
Look, listen to what he said. See, he knew. I told you it was cap. He said they invited me on the show to talk about business. It wasn't no invite to talk about the success of his show. Your show not popping like that for them to worry about your show, sir. It might be a nice show. You might be doing really, really well, but they don't care about that. They want what's popping, what's going on, what's going to get them the numbers. They talk about your show. They ain't what they invited you on. See, guys, I told you he knew. He was up there capping. He went up there. He was mad. He was upset because he was not getting recognition for the work that he does on YouTube. Well, join the rest of us, Camron. We all be on YouTube, and we all don't get the recognition, okay? We all don't get the recognition. Why are you so upset, okay? Why are you so upset with why can't? I mean, you had an opportunity to really shine, to really bring highlight to your brand by carrying yourself a certain way. Now you go up there and you act a clown and you get the attention that way, which is good marketing. I mean, you know, it is what it is, y'all. But he knew.
The positive stuff we do in the community, how every day, 5 days a week, Mace talks to kids on a Zoom call. Mace doesn't even promote this. I'm going to promote this for Mace's.
Wait. You want people to talk about the positive things you do in the community? You want... No, Wind Chime. Josh can't come back for another 5 minutes. So you want to talk about the positivity that y'all do in the community. Well, how about this? Nobody knows what you're talking about. We don't know what y'all doing in the community, sir. Because what we know you for, that's 10 bricks right there. That's bricks right there. We know you for slime, for doing some slime work. That's what we know you for. Going up there acting. And by the way, we had some representation. The lady that was hosting you, she was representing. She was very, listen, and by the way, she was very professional, might I say. They should have invited me on the show. I would have said something. I could have said more than he said. Yeah, you know, the industry is known for covering things up, having parties and things like this. And let's be honest, we've heard that he's had some wild parties, and that's normal activity. You know how Hollywood things like that can be. You could have said something. You go up there mad, talking about, hey, yeah, I gotta see it. I gotta see somebody after the show. You can't go up there and ruin these. That's first of all, that's one of very few women that have a prime time show like that. And you go up there and try to ruin her show. She bet not get reprimanded because of you. That's all I'm gonna say, Mr. Camron.
That every day at 5 o'clock, it don't matter what's going on, what's happening, where he's at. It could be money involved, it could be a photo shoot, it could be whatever. He stops what he's doing to talk to kids around the world about being positive and doing what they believe in and so on and so forth. And to the point where, you know, one day he was at my house and he told me, Cam, you can't make no noise. Don't come in. I'm not playing with you. Like, that's how serious, no, but seriously, that's how serious he takes what he does. And we do all these positive things. And you call me on CNN for the bullshit. Yeah, no, they have.
So basically what you're saying is you want to promote your brother, but you said what he does is talk about positivity and telling people to be all that they want to be. We got people like that already. We got tons of people that go to the neighborhoods and say, you can be whatever you want. Just be positive. We got tons of people like that. What we need to bring you on CNN to acknowledge that for? Come on now, Cam. Come on now. Come on.
I'm gonna give you the bull.
Try again.
That's just what's gonna happen. So we got some free promo. I teased the Pink Horsepower. They tried to bring up when Mace bought me the Biggie instead of Puff, and I said, yeah, if you seen it, what you asking me about it for? Like, it was self-explanatory. So I got us some free promo. I didn't get to shout out the Dipset Couture. Make sure you go online. Yeah, I just felt that you tried to use me, pause, to whatever Diddy going through to down him. And listen, the video, I don't support it. I don't believe in domestic violence. I don't believe in anything that has to do with being a pedophile. I don't believe in sex trafficking. I think what I seen the video was egregious, and the charges, no, they're really fucked up. Oh wait, but I said what I said. I gave a disclaimer at the beginning. Then we got on the commercial. That was that. That was that. So that's how that went yesterday, man. I don't know why I'm gonna give. They didn't buy 60.
So basically, what he's saying is he wasn't about to go up there and down a guy, another brother when he down. He didn't want to finish that sentence, but that's what he said. You heard what he said. He said that they were trying to use me to basically get a brother when he did. We heard what you said. I mean, listen, if you say it's wrong and you have the opportunity to say it's wrong and continue to push against the narrative, you don't want to do it. I can't be mad at you. I'm gonna say this: I wouldn't have went on there in the first place. I wouldn't have went up there in the first place. And you probably don't want to kick a brother when he down because you know he not done. You probably realize he not done yet. We all kind of think it's over, but in the back of our mind, we like, nah, he's gonna make his way back. We kind of think it's over, but we also think he gonna make his way back.
Minutes. They watch Bill O'Reilly. This is what I do in them joints, boys. Y'all keep inviting me up to Fox, CNN, 60 Minutes. Y'all already know what the resume is with them shows with me. But yeah, that's what happens, Stat.
Oh, okay. So I guess he's done this before on other shows. I guess he's done that before on other shows where he go up there and if you invite him for some nonsense, he gonna go up there and act a fool. I'm not mad at that, actually. I think it's good marketing. I think it's good for his show. And he kind of has a right to be offended that he's getting brought up there for that, but he could turn it down. He could turn it down, and he chose not to. He chose to use this as a marketing platform, and he's much more successful than a lot of people, so I can't argue with him. I just think that I wish he probably would have did it on another segment because he had that woman looking bad. He had that woman looking bad. That's the part. That's the only part I didn't like. This woman, she seemed really, really nice. She seemed very professional doing her job, and he had her looking bad on that segment. Okay, that's just the truth, and I wasn't necessarily happy about that. Okay, so that part I didn't like. But at the end of the day, Ron Mac, why are you shaking your head like that?
Because I 100. First of all, I want to say, what up, Aaron? What it do, my brother? How you doing, man? Salute to you, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Check this out. I feel the complete opposite the way you do right now. First of all, the last thing you just said was she was nice and she was asking the right questions. No, she was not.
She wasn't?
Nah, not at all.
So wait.
They were pushing. They kept pushing and pushing and pushing. You can tell he was getting aggravated throughout the entire interview.
Okay, listen. I don't know. Maybe you probably conducted more interviews than I have, all right? I usually only conduct interviews for hiring. But in this context, as reporting wise, right? If she's been told by her producers, etc., we have Camron on standby. He's coming in to give some insight or his perspective on what's going on. That's most likely the information she got.
No, for one,
you don't think that's the information she got?
No, for one, the only thing she's doing is reading a teleprompter. She's just reading a teleprompter. Somebody else is typing these questions. She's reading them.
That's crazy. No, you're not.
That's just how the news work. That's how the news works.
Nope, you're not about to do a black woman like that.
So that's not how the news works.
You're not about to do a black woman like that. She can do more than just read the teleprompter.
Hey man, it's salute to her. She got to get it how she live. But that's what the news do. They just read the same thing that's on that teleprompter. Make it seem like that the question is coming from them. The question is coming from CNN.
So why you say it's her fault then?
I didn't say it was her fault. I just said they were pushing to ask this question. And I say she because guess what? She's the face of it right now.
So that's why he got her looking bad.
She got herself looking bad for having that job, but she got to go make her money. It's okay. It's all right. Let her make her money.
You don't
do a thing. But I'm telling you, she's only reading the teleprompter. They're putting the questions up there. Boom. Somebody's typing the questions as it goes in real time. And that's how it happens. You know,
unfortunately, I mean, I don't know. I don't have no teleprompter going across me when I hit the live button, so I have to just operate. So I can accept that. It's just, I think he knew what he was doing when he came up there. I just wish it wasn't on her segment. Don't do the sister like that. Pick somebody else and do them dirty like that. Don't do it on her end.
That's their fault. They booked him and they know his background, just like he just said. He has a background of this. Every time he's on the news, he does something like this.
Maybe they knew his background, but maybe they thought he was gonna say something wild or something fiery. Honestly,
what network was Bill O'Reilly on?
I don't know. I just think Bill O'Reilly.
Was it CNN?
I don't know. I think Ludacris mentioned him in one of his songs. I don't know, but either way, I just it's cool. He did what he did. I ain't too mad. It's just why the sister? Why you do her segment like that? That's all I'm saying. She. I don't know. I like her. I don't know nothing about her, but when you conduct yourself a certain way and with the negativity is going that way, and she just kept it professional as can be. When we seen other women fly off the ropes, come on now, you got to acknowledge these women. You can't do them dirty like that. Cannot do that.
Hey man, shout out to her. She professional.
I don't know. I just thought Cam was acting up, but you know what? That's all right. He has every right to act up. I ain't even too mad at him.
Hey man, he promoted his drink, his show. Now we here. Now we talk about Camron. Think about when the last time we did talk about Camron. That's crazy.
No, that's a good point.
He ain't drop an album or nothing.
No, he got a show. I think his show's doing well. I think he's found ways to navigate that kind of like falling out in the music space. And it's very similar to
Nori with Drink Champs.
Yeah, what? No,
Joe Budden.
Yes, it's similar to Joe Budden, like how you reinvent yourself, like basically
they pivot.
That is, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty dope. We okay. I know this guy.
Ragging Killer like that, Killer Cam, man. And then you brought up the Paid in Full movie. That's comedy, bro.
Nah, man, I'm blaming. Listen, we know what he up to.
You think Cam know a little bit more than he's saying?
Absolutely. Cam absolutely know what's going on. And because the industry is small. It's small as far as the people that have range and access to certain things. And he at one time they was popping. I'm talking Dipset was going up against G Unit, Best Group, all that. So they was having wild parties and all that. And they know what's up because I've heard Camron kind of speak about Puff in the past. So yeah, that's Puff. So I think he kind of know, like most people kind of knew, but I don't want to say that they know to the degree because you can always be surprised by some like that crazy, as opposed you hear like, yo, he be wilding when he get, tipsy, or he be wilding when he get high off, you know what I mean? And you hear he be wilding. But to actually watch it on display and things like that, I don't want to accuse people of actually not non-employees. I do believe the maid, the security guard, people on payroll that's always around, they kind of knew. They kind of saw things. But
just then today, Roger Bonds, one of Puff's former security, was snitching on him today.
See, but I'm kind of twofold with the security guard because the security guard been talking about him for years. Security guard been saying
Not this
things.
one.
Well, I
Not
don't know
this
which
one.
one. I just know there's
Yeah.
security guards that's been saying stuff for years. I mean, if you kind of want to speak now, it's cool. I'm not mad. Do whatever you want to do. But people could have been said something. They could have been said something.
Why didn't they?
You know why? I will say this. Sometimes it's hard. Like if you like sometimes when people are afraid to leave and escape, it could be just as hard to come forward until you like, okay, I got the machine behind me. You know how we talk about the video games and we like, yeah, and then the computer beating us and they cheating. We be saying the computer cheating. It's kind of like that where, okay, so the feds is on to you. Now, everybody turned against you. Now the momentum is on my side, so I'm not as afraid as the power position you were in because the public has vision against you, and so now's the time to come out. So I could kind of see that angle as well, where people feel
think it's a money grab.
There will always be a money grab component, but I no longer think like he can hide behind saying it's a money grab. So before, like when none of us know anything. Most of us put ourselves in a situation like, yo, if anything happened to me, I don't want to just be thrown under the bus. Like, I want to be innocent until proven guilty. Even if, you feel a certain way. I don't care how you feel. This my life. It could be your life. Don't be going on what you believe and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we all in the back of our minds like, we think so, but we're not sure. Once it comes out, we sure it changes the whole dynamic. So I think that kind of played a big part into it. And honestly, there's going to be the money component because people are going to come out the woodworks trying to get some money. But at first, it was a strategic play to say, oh, this is a money grab. And honestly, some of us be like, yeah, we can see the money grab angle because we can see 27 people saying, oh, this happened. And we're like, 27 of y'all, 22 years ago. Now y'all talking, all right, 5 of y'all, 20 of y'all could be lying. 3 of y'all could be telling the truth. So some of y'all trying to get a money grab, some of y'all keeping it real. You see what I'm saying? So I could see that, but he can't hide behind that no more. His credibility is done, like 100% done. He's 100% over with. And I'm gonna tell you why. He's so arrogant. I don't want to use the word narcissist. They use that word way too much, but it could be that. I'm gonna just say the arrogance that he has, that he actually put the camera on and decided to go off script to say something. He should have said nothing. He should just be quiet, honestly. He should go dark 30 and not speak. He made a mistake because when he spoke, he said, look, man, when I saw it, I felt disgusted. I was at my lowest. Now, here's the problem. It's a possibility that you can't speak like this when you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Nobody care about the problems that rich people have. So what is your lowest? You had $10 in the bank account, 50 million in the bank. Like, what's your lowest? So we're already upset that you're trying to talk to us like we dumb, right? So you say you was at your lowest. Then he made a strategic mistake where he said, well, I'm going to counseling, this and that. You going to counseling now?
He wasn't talking about his lowest as finances. He was talking about his lowest point, like probably mentally.
Regardless,
mental break was what he was referring to. I'm not taking up for Puff it out.
No way. You can be a critical thinker. I'm thinking about how the world is impacted. You have to connect with people. OJ connected with people. Remember, I'm old. Diddy don't connect with people. He don't connect with people, and listen, by him doing that video, he made his life worse because he said, I'm gonna go to counsel now. He did all the things that you would say before you got caught up. Now he's like, dang, because look, before the video came out, you knew that you did this, right?
Absolutely.
So why are you saying you're going to counseling after the video came out? You could have said, yo, I was at my lowest point. I went to counseling. I was in counseling all through that time. I was trying to get right. He said he about to go now. So that means you only saying that because you just got caught. He done, bro. He don't know how to spin in there. He done.
It's over with.
He done.
That's why I think Camron did an amazing job by curving that whole situation in the way he did. He actually answered it in the most strategic, professional way. If you ask me.
Yeah, no, Cam was cool. Cam did Camron things. I didn't like that he did it on her segment. I didn't like that. She seemed good to me. Don't do her like that. Now
Nah,
he could have
she was bugging.
did that on somebody else's segment, did them dirty. That's my only point, because Jamel Hill is also another journalist who said this woman is one of the very few that have a primetime network spot as a black woman. Very few. And he went up there and did that on her show. I'm just saying, like, realistically, you got to acknowledge that, like, that's true. It ain't a lot of black women that actually have like one of those nationals type of spotlights. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need to be taking a part of doing that on her show. That's all I'm saying on that particular segment. But that's just my personal thoughts on it. I understand he don't care nothing about that. I'm Cam. Y'all want to call me up here for this BS? I'm gonna act the clown. Cool. That's
right.
I'm leaving it at that. I just think, you know, the way you know, the whole Diddy thing went, it was just bad, bro. That's it. It's bad.
Why not her show though, Aaron? Why is she excluded?
She's not excluded. I just think that I don't know if it was the right time to do that, because the way in which people speak about how they have to conduct themselves, the community, and all those things, it be inconsistent behaviors. But at the end of the day, the man can do whatever he wants. The reason why I'm saying is because Jamel Hill used to work for ESPN, worked at a bunch of networks. She highlighted that this woman is one of the very few that have this type of national spotlight. Why do that to her? That's all. Based upon what she said. I'm not a journalist. I'm not in that industry. I don't know how difficult it is for a black woman to get a job like that. I don't know.
Absolutely.
But I would assume it's very, very hard. And for me, it's like, yo, I like to see all of them win. All of them. Even if I don't even like them, still I want to see them win. Let them get those opportunities. But
absolutely.
As far as Jamel Hill, as far as speaking about, that's why I said that. But it's Cam being Cam, and I ain't gonna go.
He shouldn't have said. He shouldn't have said, "I'm about to go get some cheeks," though.
That was wild.
What's wrong with him, man? He was wild. You should have seen the Bill O'Reilly and Camron interview. This is years ago with Dame Dash on it. That shows how he's gonna move on national TV, man. And they just keep on calling him.
Jones said he went to rehab and counseling after that. Honestly, I don't believe him. And honestly, even if he did go, the way in which how he conducted that little stream, he didn't convey it the best, and he didn't connect with the people the right way to actually sell that he went to counseling. The only thing he did was he had at least apologized, because when somebody apologizes, like, all right, what more you want me to do? Now you piling on. So that's step 101, whatever the case is. It's poor execution. At the end of the day, it's poor execution. And what makes it worse is you have a history of lying, and you don't have a history of good character. It is what it is. Nobody's spoken to his good character, so he in trouble. It is what it is. I don't feel nothing for it. It is what it is. I mean,
so personally, right? The new security guard, Roger Bonds, who's coming out about a lot of stuff. I kind of know Bonds a lot, actually. You know, and I'm gonna say this. I think a lot of the times these people don't come out and say something in the beginning, you know, while everything is kind of good with some of these celebrities that they work with, and they don't work with them no more. You got to think about how your family treats you, you know, because you know, say if you work with like Jay-Z, right? You know, ain't nothing crazy about Jay-Z out as of yet, or hopefully never, right? And you work with Jay-Z and you come back home and people are like, oh man, Aaron, man, you work with Jay-Z, man, that's what's up, man. Woo-woo. People start giving you jobs and situations and having you be booked for shows and just different little stuff just because your association with Jay-Z. So it's like, dang, everybody mess with him. So ain't no need for me to, you know, air out no negative, nothing about him. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep it cool, whatever the case may be. And, you know, I'm gonna make this money off this name, and then that's it. Then soon as something pop off, there's some people that's like, yo, yeah, definitely. This is what happened. This is what went on. This is how stuff was popping for real. I know. Look at the credits. I got his phone number. I got his email. I got plenty of pictures with him, and you see me doing this security. He's actually the one who come out. He's actually in the movie with Puff, Carlito's Way 2. He's actually in the scene. He's playing the bodyguard in the movie with Puff.
Yeah,
so
man, he's man, he got everybody involved. He found a way to trick everybody to get away with this stuff. And we're gonna see how it progresses, man. We'll see. Yeah. We'll have more conversations down the line here. Let's get into this black wife effect. Have you seen the black wife effect trend going on lately?
Not at all. Let's see what's going on.
You ain't been seeing the black wife effect trend? Listen, man, I can't believe you ain't been seeing this. I seen it like maybe 2 days ago or something, 2-3 days ago.
The black wife effect?
The black wife effect. It's been trending. So I can't tell you exactly what it is.
Okay. But you can tell me what it is.
No, I can only show you what I saw and what they connected what it is. So
Aaron, do you got a black wife?
And I ain't got no black wife. I'm listen. If the black wife effect trends for non-black husbands is the point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So even if I did have a black wife, this wouldn't be pertaining to me technically, based upon how the trend goes.
I love mixed marriages and relationships
outside of black men.
I love mixed relationships and marriages and things of that nature.
Oh, so you believe in mixed breeding and all that? So you're a Drizzy fan.
Hey, my boy. You made me thirsty when you drank that water. What kind of water is that? Is that alkaline?
Nah. This one right here just spring water. I got the alkaline water somewhere over there. But for this show, I just keep my spring water. It just gets me through the show. So the alkaline water is somewhere over there. I don't know. I'm not getting up and getting that. Let me get into the black wife effect, okay? Maybe you're going to learn something. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to learn something. But
Chat, y'all saw how I curved that? I did the Camron.
Yeah, you did. They saw what you did. Let's see, the audience ain't going to let you get away with it. Because you know why? Because the back, look at the back of your sign. You know what it says? On air. They know you live. They're not gonna let you get away with this. That's okay.
Camron should have knew he was live. See, he wasn't even thinking probably.
Camron's better marketer than you. You let it go.
It was that little juice that he had.
All right, let's get into the black wife effect. Okay, so you get some insight. Take a look at the black wife effect. Okay. I don't know that song. I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
See that? That's his glow up. Take a look.
So black wife effect, y'all.
Hey, listen, it's the black wife effect. Okay, the trend is on fire. Okay, it is what it is. Now, I've seen this and I've withheld most of my thoughts because I had to let it simmer. Simmer. So I just had to let it simmer just a little bit so I can really understand the impact before I respond.
Mm-hmm.
So
is there more of these?
Of course I got more. I don't do a show that unprepared, right? I don't script things, okay? I freely speak randomly, but I at least build the show out, okay? I know you don't respect the work that I do here on the show, but a lot of the work that you do over here. Okay?
The black wife effect.
Yes.
He swagged out now.
Yeah. I mean, look, he swagged out. Interesting you identify that. So we're gonna get in. Listen, the black wife effect trended so much, it actually got recognition from major networks. Let me pull up one right here, okay? It got recognition from major networks. Let's pull it up. Here we go, right? Make sure the volume's up.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Time for Angela After Dark, returning our attention to a new online trend, a trend called the Black Wife Effect. The trend features interracial couples, many of them between Black women and white men. It compares how the men look before meeting their wives, their Black wives, to present day. The Black Effect trend has also started a discussion about how people can upgrade their looks after finding their match. Dr. Angela Jones is here to talk about it. So what is this whole trend about?
Now, who is Dr. Angela Jones? And I only ask this question. It's what we need a doctor for.
She's an expert on the Black Wife Effect. How are you a doctor and an expert? She's an expert and a doctor on the Black Wife Effect. Let's talk to her, Dr. Angela.
Hey, listen.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh, man. Listen. The effect is interesting. We're gonna get to the breakdown after we hear more insight from the doctor, because you got to have the credentials before you speak, before the information is given.
It's about getting into a relationship with a beautiful Black queen, and she sprinkles some of her little into a relationship with a beautiful Black queen.
Ooh. Can I just ask you one question? Since when? I just have to know. Do queens get treated better than kings?
That's an interesting question. What y'all think, chat? Do they? Because I don't know how to answer that one.
Ron, you own the show and you dodging questions, the chat gonna get you?
Nah, I think that's a good question. I have no answer to that.
You have
That's
no
a
answer.
very,
Do you
good
understand the ranking of royalty?
Man, that's a hard question though.
Oh, it's a hard question. You had no problem up there supporting Camron, but now you've been stumped on the Aaron O show. You just been stumped. You're not
Traditionally, it depends on how you think about that. Does the queen get treated better or the king? I mean, the queen is actually the one person that can tell the king behind closed doors what he did wrong and what he messed up at too. That's her position.
Y'all just be reinventing history, don't y'all?
No, that's true.
And
you
man,
ever
no
seen
queen
any
like
of those
queen,
movies, those ancient movies about kings and stuff
This
like that?
is
And they do
wild.
something stupid when it comes to something, and they go back to the chambers, and then the queen is like, "What in the world was that? Did you do this? What you mean?" And he call her by her name, Emily. What are you talking about? This is war. We got to do this, and I got to do that. Like, no, you are not supposed to do it that way. Da 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 da. And then it's still the king's decision at the end of the day, but you know, the queen is the one that can actually combat him a little bit more than anybody. So, and then she get treated just as well as the king when it comes to the common folk. So she get whatever she want. She don't have to make no major crazy decisions. If the king does some crazy stuff, it ain't on her.
I gotta get Motivating Visions back on the show. You know, I had her on my show a long time ago. I don't know if I don't know if she remember. It was a late night, but I gotta get her back on the show, okay? Because she wouldn't let you be up here talking this nonsense like this, okay? Let me just answer the question for you, okay? Nowhere in the history of nowhere does the queen get treated better than the king. What's wrong with you? This is wild. Y'all would do anything to cape for these queens.
You said black queen though. You did say black queen now. Your
I
question was not queen. You said black queen.
Black queen. I don't see. Do y'all get too heavily caught up in this race stuff? I don't. Everybody knows that. The world is so much bigger.
I might be wrong. I could be wrong. He said black queen. That's what probably threw me off a little bit.
You probably was in the chat. They saw you was capping. They put a whole bunch of caps in the chat just for you. They know.
Did they? Let me see what the chat talking about.
Yeah,
y'all wrong because I don't even pay y'all no attention.
You don't want to stay out that chat. They see what you up here doing. They see what you up here doing. Now let's get back to the doctor so she can give us this the breakdown, the medicine. Okay, go ahead, doctor.
Whole trend about?
It's about getting into a relationship with a beautiful black queen, and she sprinkles some of her little magic on you, and you just come out looking great. So basically, they're just saying when you are with someone that's black, you know, we put our seasoning on you, and boom, you just look that much better.
And of course, many people, I mean, it's not a whole lot of content, not a lot of people disagreeing with it. There are only a few I heard who called it like the mammy effect, like the black woman taking care of the white man or the white family.
I feel like those people who are saying something are the people who already have an issue with interracial relationships. So they just, you know, they're adding on top of that. But honestly, in any relationship, if you go into a relationship and you don't make your partner better and mentally, physically, emotionally, in some type of way, then what are you doing anyway? So if you come into a relationship and I'm like, babe, you know, you look better in a purple shirt than the blue shirt, you may wear the purple shirt.
Amen. So when she goes on to make these references, she says, you got to make sure you be better, right? Spiritually, but the examples given is about fashion. You got to pay attention to little subtle things like that. You know, she's like, yeah, you're supposed to get work on the mental and the spiritual and that. But when you're in a relationship, they supposed to tell you look better in purple. That's called an example, sir. That's called an example. An example breaks down to the factor of fashion, sir.
Let me ask you, do you think these guys, before and afters, are a drastic change of them just growing up and becoming whoever they are?
Oh, okay. Shoot,
you think it?
Lee up in the building. Okay, I see you, Lee. I already did it. He about to come up here and tell the truth. All right, so we got it going on.
What's poppin',
What's
Ayo?
up, bro? What up, bro?
Chilling, man. What y'all talking about, man? I had to come up here because, man, I had to pull up on my boy Ayo, man. I don't know why they ain't showing my boy. Why, Ayo, why you like where am I at? Sheesh, man.
Hey,
Hey, yo, this is a legend, man.
Hey, man, I just focus on what we do, man. I don't even be worried. Now, Ron Mac, now you said, what was your question about?
First of all, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man. How you feeling, bro? I'm good. I'm
good. Amazing, bro. I can't complain at all. But I was asking you, do you think that was a black wife effect, or do you think that it was just growth in those people and they just became the person that they wanted to be anyway? The more of the potential of the person that they want to be, and they, you know what I'm saying? Do you see a big of a difference in what they did? I just seen kids growing up personally. What you think?
No, it's definitely their influence. That's not abnormal for women to buy your clothing, determine what you're wearing, talk about what hairstyle they like you in, and things like that. It's just certain men are more common to acquiesce, right? So, no, I 100% believe that those women are definitely the influencers of the way that their style, their fashion, and whatnot evolved into. Absolutely, I have no doubt with that at all.
Because you know why?
Do I know why?
Majority of the time, our wives be the one that buy our clothes, so they're gonna buy stuff that they like to see us in anyway, and they ain't even gotta even tell us. They'll just buy us some. I bought you a shirt today.
No,
thank you, babe. Appreciate it.
That's not why, sir. We're gonna get into. Let me get through this video. We'll get into it.
It's a slow effect. It usually is not an immediate thing. You know, we want to look good for our partners, and so I just feel like this is kind of like part of that.
But this is, and there's a focus on black women and white men.
Yeah.
But black women do this to black men too.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You come in with some baggy jeans.
You
know,
you
gotta get rid of that.
You gotta pick those up. You got a hole in your shirt. You're not wearing that. So and a lot of women do that, but they're just showing like the swag that we provide, how we show them like, okay, you could get your hair cut a certain way. Why don't you try like this? This kind of makes you look a little bit better. And even on TikTok.
Hey, that's a straight up shot right there. Okay, Grizz in the building says, but if a black man go put a white woman in some braids,
gang.
Listen. Stop the Kardashian effect, sir, before you cause trouble. Let us get into why this is actually important to break down. One, Black women in particular are historically known for worrying about swag. They will quickly tell you, your shoes is ugly. You don't know how to dress. That is something that is priority for them. That's something that's priority for them. So it does not shock me that the component that is very strong is that we still care about swag. They'll find a man, hypothetically, that has no swag, no ability to dress well, and what they'll do is they'll say, "We gonna turn you into the because let's just be honest, when it come to cool, when it come to swag, that's what Black men dominated. I'm not saying other guys don't have some, but that's a field that we dominate in. We are the coolness. We create that. Doesn't mean nobody else is. It's just that's what we known for. And that is historically what Black women have a request for. You need to not, your shoes need, I'm going to tell you this. I've dealt with white girls. They shoes be dirty. Like they don't care. Yellow shoestrings, beat down Chucks. They do not care at all. A Black woman is going to look at your fit and cancel you if you ain't got it. That's just the case. For a Black man, it's like this. Look, you Black. You can't not be swagged out. But if I find a white guy, well, I can help him with his swag. But if you come, you better already be swagged out or you're not going to get my attention.
Is there a white wife effect?
Yes. Yes, there is. There absolutely is a white wife effect. This is the counter to it. The only difference is, dang, I don't know if I want to get in trouble for that. Why y'all always trying to, nah, man, y'all always trying to get me in trouble. And look, Motivating Vision says, I look at the shoes first. I'm going to tell you this. I got a lot of nice sneakers. I ain't gonna lie, but I didn't always have them. I can tell you this: in most cases, I'm gonna say Hispanic women and Black women are primarily the only ones that ever cared about shoes. All the other women cared about how smart you were, and it's not a knock. I'm just telling you anecdotally.
Absolutely,
that is what happened. These other women was like, "Oh, you're so smart." Even when you don't think you smart, they think you smart. Black women was like, and you swagged out, like, let me see how you dress, what you wear. That's just the truth. Now, I'm not going to say it's all of them because I don't want y'all women to get mad. Some of y'all look for different things, okay? But most Black men will tell you that they checked out the kicks, and that's why we always had some fly kicks or not, because that elimination started third. But when you're dealing with white women and some women from other groups, they not necessarily focus on where you at. They focus on where you're going, and they not too worried about your sneakers, bro. They don't care.
So you on your Candace Owens, you date your IQ situation, right?
No, I don't necessarily think you have to date your IQ because what if you're just that? If you're too smart and you running around trying to find somebody to match that you can try, I think that's actually really hard to do. Somebody at some point kind of concedes, right? Because when you're dealing with a level of intelligence, it's high with levels of logic. So when you have arguments, if you're dealing with like a really, really smart woman, you're a really, really smart man, you think all the arguments going to come down to the logical intelligence side of it? No, you still going to have to deal with the emotions. So I wouldn't get hung up on that. I would always just personally say, if you want to be treated or revered or identified as someone that is really intelligent, become a scientist. That is the one barrier where they don't care so much about gender. They focus on how brilliant you are, how you can break down the science, and they don't care if you're a man or a woman in a lot of the cases. So that's one way you can break down the barriers just to show pure intelligence. So I don't think that's necessarily what guys need to overcompensate for, but I will tell you this. It's better to have an extremely intelligent woman. But if I ask you, and be honest with me, Ron, have you run into a lot of women when you go, dang, that woman just, man, she's so dang smart. Like, have you run into a lot?
50-50.
Well, I guess it depends on where your intelligence level is too. So I have not ran into that many of them.
It depends on no. It doesn't depend on that. It depends. That was a very that was very intelligent for you to say because it is. It does depend on that. However, it doesn't depend on. It depends on where you are when you meet women. Where do you actually meet them? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I meet intelligent women all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I meet more intelligent women than stupid.
So why do we hear the most successful women of them all saying they having problems finding the intelligent men?
Yeah, because like a lot of intelligent men don't care about swag or keeping themselves up in a certain way or doing little stuff like that. Just like you were saying, a clear example about how you say some, girl, young ladies, whatever, white, whatever race. You know what I mean? They don't care about their clothes and their shoes. They be yellow, dirty, with Air Force Ones for like 5 years straight. And
Yeah.
that's a real thing because they're not caring about that. They're caring about solving problems, understanding, learning more, having a broader vocabulary and understanding for certain type of businesses and trying to be more successful. Men are that way too. That's on a path and that has a purpose. They're not really tripping about what they're going to wear today, what shirt, what pair of pants they're going to put on. They don't care. They just know that they're clothed, it's clean. Now I got to go focus on this work. I'm wasting too much time worrying about what I'm going to wear.
Well, remember, hold on, let me get to my bro Grizz. Like, remember they had the whole response things. Grizz says, how come your boy XL Xander was on the one show and had himself 8 black women and ain't not one of them get him some real shoes or a pair of Nikes instead of them outlet Adidas, man? He needed the ring for some retros. Oh man. Look, hey, look, he probably had to wait till the TikTok effect went through. He probably had to wait for the TikTok effect to go through, bro. But when you look at the black wife effect, right? You got the trend, you got the doctor breaking it down. I'm gonna let her finish. That's like another.
There are other races saying, hey, can you come in and help my husband? Because I don't know what to do. But I've seen this.
Well, it's other races requesting you to come in to help their husbands. Okay.
Trend, and it's also with black wives with Asian husbands. I've seen it with a lot of different races. Right now we're focusing more on black and white, but I've seen that they're showing it with other races as well. And we're sprinkling that black girl magic around the world.
But is this a tradition also something that all women do to their husbands?
Yes.
Because
you can't say this is a tradition that's something that all women do and then talk about black queen. Like you're being very contradicting. And you just don't want to upset anybody by keeping it real. That's why I be having problems with some of this nonsense.
Hey, yo. How was Black Girl Magic? Huh?
Yeah, what is it? What is it, right?
This Nick, hold up. This black man magic. All right. What are you talking about? You basically what this black wife effect is they trying to make other people more like black men. Congratulations, you played yourself. Like, come on, bro. Again, you just showing us that we at the top of the food chain. We the apex predators. Why you want everybody to be swaggy and cool and dress like black men for? Let me mute up. Go ahead, Ayo.
Well, that is a good question, but that is good. That's an astute point minus they want men that have money, but they also want to dress like black people. They saying black people don't have no money. So we want the money, but we still want you to dress like our black man because they swag that we still
right.
Basically what they saying is
go ahead, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, basically what they saying is they still want their swag, bro. They not willing to let it go to get a man that can provide. Because we know that guy, if his shoes is beat down money, he just paying the bills and going to work. But they saying that ain't enough. You know how they say I can have it all? I'm gonna turn you into what I want to turn you into to get what I want. So that's basically what that meant.
Take him as he is. That's what Jesus said, right? Take him as he is. Why y'all take them? Yeah. Why y'all take them Caucasians as they is? Why you trying to make them like us? Huh? That's crazy. Thank you, though. Listen, man. At the end of the day, yo, the thing is this, right? Me and my girl. Let me just say this real quick, and not to cut you off, bro. The thing is this, and this is a hard pill to swallow, right? Black men like other women, right? And they can get other women, right? Right now in China, there's Chinese women playing with their clits right now, thinking of a black man, and she ain't never probably even seen one in her motherfucking life, right? Women want black men, right? So of course, the only way to counteract this and stop black men from just procreating throughout the whole race is to take away they source of being able to create wealth, right? So now they've leveled that playing. They've leveled the playing field because at one point we was way up here, even just being ourselves, just being us, right? So they leveled it by being able to go, all right, but y'all ain't got no fucking money though. We made sure of that shit. And y'all families trash, and we made sure of that shit. And y'all blocks are trash because we redlined them, right? So every balance, because without what has happened, we would just dominate. Every woman would just be like, yo, I need.
Is he freezing up?
Oh yes, he is.
All day long. I see it all day.
I'm trying to let him get through this struggle streaming right now.
So now shit, am I breaking? Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
you
your
chopped up.
Your stream is kind of messed up. You're getting a little choppy, bro.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, let me give a shout out to Motivating Vision. She said, for the Nike fund. All right. She basically saying, look here, brothers. Make sure you keep your swag up. Keep your swag up. She basically says she'll build them. She'll build them. Y'all just gotta have your swag right. Right. So thank you, Motivating Visions. Here's the thing, right? But this is the thing. This is the counter, right? Because this is what because you got to give it to them. They know what they're doing. They know how to get you right. They know how to make sure you put that. They do. We ain't gonna take that from them. But all this trending came by was to counter the whole thing about the NFL draft that was going on. You remember that?
Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me.
So he's giving his disclaimer like Camron did. So you'll say like, disclaimer, I only want black women. So ladies, he's telling you that's all he wants. But
he's on your side.
He's giving
telling
you
you what he been told.
To a lot of his homies that play D1 and D1 this and D1 football, D1 basketball. Okay, he just giving you the insight what he knows, but he himself only want black women. Okay, let's carry on.
Me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 streets away from being lotto. I said, probably only one. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some. Why are all these and get some fucking ice cream? My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said,
wait.
I'm telling you, yo.
Yeah. So we have to
man.
acknowledge what's been said here. Okay, so he said 111. He only messed with black women. That's all he want. But he said the ones that was getting this NIL deals, the one that was getting this money, getting this mugger, he's saying basically the women, the black women, that's what he said, not AO's words, leave me alone. Once they saw the deal pop up on the screen, 2.1 million, 800,000. They said, "Oh, get my nails done now. We ain't broke college students no more. Get my nails, nails done, everything." So basically, they start requesting things, right? All of them, he said. And then he said the white girls, they was like, we can just go to the park and just walk, you know? Share a French fry if you want. We don't care. With ice cream, I love ice cream. They was basically saying, "Oh, I'll pay for it." And listen, I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. All the white women that I have run across, those sentiments are echoed. They have no problem paying. They buy you stuff. And you know, they're not like, you need to get my nails. They just don't do that. That's my anecdotal experience.
Hey yo. I met a white chick before, bro. You know what she did, bro? She bought a bottle and went skating. Like with the like Tony Hawk type shit. That was us going to go chill. I was like, this is so different. I felt so out of place and kind of like awkward a little bit for the first time, because usually, you know, I'm with black women. I go out, you know, we're gonna do the typical. Let's go do the typical, whatever. But that was so different, and it was this other white chick that had took me rock climbing. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, let's go rock climbing. It's like, okay.
But
so, yeah,
I'm gonna have to admit, all the black women would do the same. It's just because the type of guy I am. I think it's sometimes it's based upon the type of guy that the girls are interested in, and I only attract certain type of women. The other women I don't even speak to them. I see them, but I don't attract them, so I don't get those experiences. So black women, but I'm just saying that predominantly that I see, just forget me, outside of me. Yes, what he said is consistent.
Fellas. We're talking about generational wealth right now.
We talk about generational wealth?
That's basically what we're talking about. So, you got these black girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's been with these guys, right? Before they got their deals.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all know college is rough for everybody.
Nah, not for everybody.
Know that. Yeah, I'm just saying. Let's just say for the sake of, say if you don't have any parents that's funding your college situation, you got to wait for that check, right?
Mm-hmm.
As we know, majority of the time, us, black college students don't have as much funds like that. I guarantee you, when they was going to McDonald's and Burger King and getting all of that college food and them noodles and stuff like that, I guarantee some of those black chicks was actually paying for some of that stuff. Let's be real.
Okay, so get to the point, because
what
I
I'm
know
saying is, what I'm saying is,
but you being contradictive.
Hold up, please. Wait, what you saying is?
What I'm saying is, when they get the deal, and you got this black girlfriend, you know, so her hands look terrible. She want to get her nails done. She want to get her feet. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Look out for your chick. Let your chick want to feel better, want to look good. Why she next to you? What's wrong with that?
It's dangerous. I would tell you, overall, it's dangerous for women, because women, black women, right? They getting X-nayed at a high level, bro. Like, I watch the media, and a lot of these DVs that start happening is a black dude, whatever, right? They have altercation, and like, it just happened. And I'll give you one in Atlanta last night. Chicken, she was like an honor roll student, and she was in a black fraternity and all this, got shot right in front of her college, bro. And this is when I say it's dangerous, and I'm gonna land it right here. It's because when you got men sitting here investing in the women, they feel like they own them, and then they go do shit like that. When she was trying to leave the dude forever, just trying to leave him, didn't do nothing to him, just try to get away from him. But what I feel in his mind, he was doing what you said. Ain't nothing like buying a little something for shorty. Yo, I got you, baby. I got you. And then she was like, yo, but I don't really like you like that. Or you did something weird, or you try to control me. Now we breaking up. And you go, I did this for you. You owe me, and I'm going to get it back in blood. And that's why I say it's dangerous. I'll land my plane there.
I don't know about that. As far as ownership, I think most most guys, if they buy you stuff to a certain degree, there might be a level of control or ownership. I don't know to what degree, but the problem that Ron have is most black people don't come from no money, black women or black men. So the odds of me going to college and getting a black girl to pay for stuff when we both coming from broke situations is highly unlikely.
And then she might be paying for little stuff here and there, spending her last $20 just to make sure you get something to eat one day. Come to your practice, little small stuff that we don't even think about.
Stop. Here's the problem with your assessment.
Talking about food and
This
versus
is
nails.
Hold on. This is why you off, right? This is what you got to pay attention to. LeBron James was LeBron James in 8th grade. Women know when you a star. They know when you going pro. Everybody knows. They've been talking about you since you was in middle school, going into to college. They know a check is coming as long as you stay healthy, sir. Everybody knows this. So if I met you in college, I'm still on scholarship or whatever the case is, I'm probably eating all right. I mean, I might can't get the money. The NIL money is new, but those players is doing all right. The women dealing with them all know which guys have the highest chance of going to the pros. They know how to research, and they also just know based upon how they treated on campus, right? So there's insight there. So this doesn't apply to guys in college that have girls that are in computer science or engineer class or maths, whatever. These are athletes he's speaking to, meaning they know, the women that are dealing with them, they know what's coming of this.
So they get the check, and now what? Boom. Get the check.
So now they get the check, and the way you act is you think you can spend my money when you should know when you're dealing with money, the first worry that you have is, are you here for me or are you here because the money? Because we just heard Shaq and everything that happened with him in the uproar. She didn't really love him. So when you're an athlete and you know you about to go pro, you know you're doing well, you already like, dang, I gotta watch for people who's out to be against me from the gates. So that's why I'm saying it's not that what you said is true. There are chicks holding guys down, but they regular guys. They not D1 athletes, in a lot of these cases. Because most women don't get to go to college with a man that play sports. They stay home, they go to another college, and he get to go to another one out of state because it's scholarship. So he's not bringing his regular girlfriend. That's a rare situation where we can speak about that. Most of these guys meet chicks in college and they know he on the football team. He's a starter. You see what I'm saying? Like they can figure things out. And so now that they get money, they trying to figure out who's trying to take advantage of me. Who's the one that's just in it in my pockets? How do I know you even really like me? We've been dating for 8 months, but what you own? And he's saying the women there start, once they seen some NIL deal money, they start putting Cash App requests, sir. Apple Pay requests, sir, saying you got it, spending his money. That's a problem, sir. It's a problem. And he said the white girls, they didn't do that.
It's definitely
the white girls already had generational wealth.
No, listen, man.
Yeah. And then now
white girls have generational wealth. Did you just hear what this man just said?
White
he just said
he
just literally said, I went out on a date with a girl. We went skating with the I went out another white girl. We went rock climbing. How many poor black people do you know that's already that they daddy and their parents took them rock climbing? Listen, that's why it was odd to him. That probably was his second time going.
Sir, most white people are poor. Most Americans are poor.
Yeah, it's not money, really. No, it's a mindset of how they think.
Money is not true.
Yeah, and then think about it. Think about how much those girls in the hood be spending on bottles of Henny and stuff like that. You could have went rock climbing with that. You could have went kayaking with that, but you just got a different type of mindset, right? So that's really what it's about.
Most white people are poor.
Yes.
No, that's not. Well, saying most is I would say there's a higher majority of white people that have consistent.
Okay, so
a consistent family base. Right? I would say that.
Why y'all want to get into this space when we're talking about the economics, right? If black people make one of the smallest percentages of America's, right? And they're saying people are poor in America. If the white people are the richest, then why are we sitting here talking about 5%, 7%, 8% of America? That We don't own enough of percentage. The black people percentage is probably somewhere around 12%. If all
13.
black people is broke, let's just say it in general sense, all black people is broke, and we know there's a small percentage that are not. We would never be talking about people being poor because we wouldn't care. Most people are poor regardless of their race. Most. This is what mind blowing. I don't know why people do not understand this. Most people are poor.
Aaron, it's 13% black people in the country, correct?
Give or take.
Right. So if there's only 13% black people, even if there's only 25% or 30% of the white people that are rich, that still doubles the amount of people that's black that's even in the United States. Y'all are not gonna go.
No, I'm not.
Y'all are not gonna go.
I'm not about
rock
to stay on this
climbing
long.
with
This
no
is ridiculous.
dusty foot white girl from the doggone trailer park.
What does the 1% mean?
Right. She definitely wasn't from the show.
What does the 1% mean?
Exactly. I'm pretty sure she had a nice home.
No,
she's called middle class.
Ayo from San Diego. Ayo don't understand America really. He from San Diego. That's a whole nother world right there. I'm trying to tell Ayo right now. Look, every city I would live in, I lived in the right next to the most expensive areas, and most of those people were white, bro. That was that's just the bottom line.
Absolutely.
If you go to New York, at 2:00 in the morning, you're gonna see nothing but white people outside, and you're gonna be confused. You're like, damn, what the fuck? I thought New York was ran by niggas. It'd be all white people. That's why New York is moving. That's our richest city. So
they probably are the richest city because they're the biggest city. Okay. GBG Grid says black women
No,
multiply everything by 1,000.
It's not the biggest city.
What's the biggest city in America?
When you say big, are you talking about how big? Like New York is actually pretty small, but it's okay. Yeah, okay. If you talk about population, then but it's a bunch of people shoved in a small area. Like for example, Houston is technically wider and bigger than the city of New York, but it's just not shit there.
Yeah, you're speaking geographically, and that's what
New
I'm
York
saying
is definitely the biggest city.
highest population in a city is this in New York, and so
I know. And my point is, and the highest population that we got in America is predominantly Caucasians of all different Irish, Italian, Jewish, whatever the case is, but
y'all trying to simplify. Hold on, let me get to the super chat. Grid says black women multiply everything by 1,000. That's why she thinks she can ride or die as soon as she spends $30 on you. so her 30 is really $3,000. Yo, I just spent $3 on you. Like, let me get some of that money now. I did for you, you do for me. I've actually had women say this, Grizz, and this is the sad part. They can't do this to me, as you know that. But I have good relationships with people, right? And this is what they tell me. If you do for me, I do for you. So if you spend like 100 on me, I spend 50 on you. If you spend 200 on me, I spend 100 on you. You just have to do more, and then I will do for you. That's what they say, bro. I'm just telling you what's going on. Now let me get back to the point and listen to the rest of this part two. The 1% exists because the majority of the money is tied in the 1%ers, geniuses. And if you don't know math, if the 1% of the population has all the money, why in the heck do you think 99% of them are not broke? Think about what y'all saying. The 1%.
Aaron, I just looked up the statistics.
Okay, what you got?
Apparently, white people in America owns 80% of it, 86%, right?
This is an ignorant statement, but I'm gonna let you say it.
And per person in the Caucasian household,
I don't want to embarrass you. This is what I'm trying to avoid, sir. Let me help you first. If one white guy owns 29 properties,
absolutely, I understand exactly what you mean.
So the ownership is concentrated. So if Bill Gates is worth $200 billion and he get to carry the rest of the numbers, it won't work because the property that is owned is concentrated by a few amount of people, sir. So it's not like you're saying each of those homes get a separate singular family and that's their wealth.
He's right.
It's not. They're renters.
I mean, you're right, 100%. But that's not my argument. My argument is step outside and you will see it. Go to any city in America and go to the richest areas, and if it's predominantly a specific, like the downtown area is basically the mecca of every city, right? And if you got nothing but this group of people, let's say the green people living up here, then we gonna have to look at it like, damn, these are particularly the people that have the amount of wealth, not just based on. I see what you're saying, right?
Yes.
A trillionaire goes gets 1,000 houses and he white, so they go, yo, I get that. I'm not making it statistic wise. I'm making it go out, step outside. And I was just in New York, and I'm telling you, bro, it's like you will see one person like us that's like dressed like you right now, Ayo, looking professional as a black man. You'd be like, damn, what the fuck? Like, so that's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh,
that's
no,
what I'm saying.
that is true.
Because you got these trillionaires that have families.
There are no
generations of families. That's why they call it generational wealth.
So
because you're gonna I might be your nephew.
See, now you're gonna make the argument different.
I might be your nephew. I got billions of dollars and a whole bunch of property. You might not have that much. You might have a couple million, and you might have 3, 4, 5, 6 properties.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely,
generational wealth is usually lost. Oh, this is what y'all don't understand. Generational wealth is so rare that we keep regurgitating the same families.
Have you lived around? Have you really been in white people houses, Ayo? Because bro, they all have bro. I've had at least 15 white friends, bro. I grew up around Irish and Italians, bro. And I'm telling you right now, they will tell you their granddad had a pension, right? And or he had bonds and stocks, and they sitting on $2 million. Just $2 million. I ain't saying a crazy amount, Ayo. But I'm saying it's something though. It's more than you coming into the game with nothing. You feel me? So we don't gotta make it so grand.
Let me ask y'all this. Student loan debt. Do you think white people don't have student loan debt?
Absolutely.
So the ones that have money don't. This is the problem that think about this. If y'all saying we have a student loan debt issue, the majority of black people are not in college, right? We can say hypothetically they're not in college. And if they had debt, that would be such a minuscule amount of debt compared to all the rich other people. I'm trying to explain to you, there are rich white people, yes, and the majority of white people are not rich, but the majority of wealth is concentrated with the white people that do have money. But most of them are poor. I'm going to give you
not
guys
poor,
example.
middle class.
Poor. You're bugging.
Yes, they are. They're not middle class either.
Yes,
Hold on, wait. Let me give you the example. Right? You guys are limited to what you understand where the money is concentrated at. Bay Area, New York City, major cities. But when you start trickling down to Idaho, South Dakota, North Dakota, when you start going to places that have populations, there are where the poorest white people exist. And this
we know that already, though. We know that already, but we highlight those cities because that's where the major populations are. Why do I care about Dakota when I can get a better synopsis on the vibration of what's going on with when I go to San Diego or I go to San Francisco where y'all got 20 million and Idaho only got 1 million. I'm able to get a better perspective off that 20 million of really what's going on. So I get you. You're right. In Idaho, that is where the poor people go, where the poor white people go. But in our cities, in the major cities, in every last one of them, white people are It's a word that has even been made up for what they do. It's called gentrification.
That's not a racial thing.
Like, bro,
gentrification
it's not a racial thing.
It's not a racial thing, but usually what moves in and usually who gets blamed. I'll give you another scenario that happened in Texas. A white dude got hit in the head by a black dude. They calling it a hate crime because he was down there in the condos. He was like, yo, I hate white people. Y'all gentrifying the area. These are the targets because that's who usually take up these areas and start to build up. So I do not believe in the smallest amount. I believe there's a lot of white people that are poor, right? You can probably say 13%.
This is crazy.
You could probably say 25%, but why does that matter?
It's way higher than 25%.
50%.
It's not 86%.
Why does that matter if every city you go into, they are dominating them
definitely
shits?
argue it's 86%.
Absolutely not.
Definitely
You're a
argue it's
fool.
86%.
Okay. So tell me what's the percentage on black people then?
Of them being poor,
That's poor?
It's higher in probably in the 90 percentiles.
Then what's poor to you? Then I
Yeah,
will
what
ask you
is
that.
poor
What's
to
your
you,
scale of
Aaron?
poor?
Well,
Because
this is probably where the confusion is going. What y'all
Yeah.
saying is poor, and what I'm saying is the money that does exist is concentrated. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Money flows to the top. The majority of people
we're
that
talking
own
about a ridiculous amount of money, though. Ayo, you keep going to that conversation.
No, he's
We
not.
talking about the middle class. Yes, he is. He talking about. He said the majority of money. That's what he was just about to say. We're not talking about the majority. We talking about in the middle class sector. Who owns the middle class? And I'm gonna tell you,
middle class
right now,
don't have ownership.
They don't.
no, I'm saying who is the what I'm trying to say is middle
Middle
class,
class is
100,000
an
a year,
income.
100,000 a
Class
year,
is an income.
100,000 a year, right? With 100,000 a year, you telling me is that a poor person? That's all I really need to know. Is that a poor person?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I'll be quiet.
Lee. They have people out here making $180,000 a year that are renting a 2-bedroom apartment and they live in paycheck to paycheck. They're not poor on income per year on paper.
My brother.
But you
That's
look
not
at them,
poor though, brother.
at their net worth, you look at their gains and all that. They have nothing. They're broke. That's poor, bro.
All right, man. Do you agree with that, AO? I just want to make sure you agree with what he just said. If you able to pay 35, if you able to make 100,000, you able to pay 3,500, and you living in a very nice area, right? You living in the Upper East Side of Brooklyn, right? And you is a safe area, everything is pleasant. You're still poor.
So what I'm saying is right. Middle class is something that's factual, not our feelings, right? Middle class is an income.
Absolutely.
That's how we
exactly
gauge
what
middle
we're
class
referring to.
is.
Income.
Income based. What you're speaking to is asset heavy ownership aspect.
No, that's
we're
not.
speaking on poor.
No, that's
which
what
is
you're
income
speaking
based.
to, AO.
You said poor, which is income
speaking to.
based.
Okay.
And middle class, which is still income based.
This is ridiculous. I be trying to meet y'all where you're at. Well, all my gray hair is coming in. You guys have to understand. It's not about what I'm saying. You guys talking about generational wealth, right? When you make a reference to that, that's not an income. So what I'm trying to explain to you is this. If y'all want to talk about an income, let's just say 100,000 is not poor. It doesn't, you actually defeat your own argument. How many people make $100,000? We can already narrow that market. And let's just say it's in the 12th percentile of Americans. Let's just say that. If you attribute it to every single race, and then the default is, okay, 10% of the group might make 100,000. That means 90% of the rest of the group makes under that. And then we actually factually know what the average income is. So even if you were to split it in half and say 50% of white America makes $50,000, we can get into gender racial aspect of it, but 50,000, even if you go up to 60,000, 65, 70, once again, these people are poor, sir. How many jobs just do the numbers? How many jobs exist? Look at the jobs reports. How many white people are you going to attribute and put into those jobs? The numbers don't add up to support y'all argument. It just does not. The majority of Americans, period, are poor, sir. This is not even a debatable thing. And for some reason, y'all want to say these white women, these white girls in college, they come from daddy's mommy and all this. That is absolutely incorrect. Most of these people are going to college with debt. The large majority of them are going there securitizing with debt. And a lot of these people are white because their parents cannot pay. And you can kind of look this stuff up because, you know, we really not going like that. We really not going. And look, y'all like embarrassing yourself on these shows, man. I feel for my brothers because I don't know why y'all do this to yourselves. And it's bad enough I barely read above a 4th grade level, but y'all gotta stop this.
Well, let's take income out of it. Let's just say poor in knowledge.
No.
Knowledge is power.
T.O., what up? No. We're not doing it. The point.
Well, if you're speaking poor on that
Nah,
end of things, then
nah.
I understand. Because I'm looking at the graph right now as we speak, and our wealth as Black Americans hasn't even touched the bottom of.
You just defeated y'all point again. I said asset base, which is property. Okay, y'all said no, bro. We're not talking about the assets. We talking about income. You have to be able to solidify your argument, and y'all not doing a very good job of it. You're just going to have to concede the majority of Americans are poor, sir. Why do you want to argue against that?
Because I feel like it's absolutely not poor. Poor is terrible. I've seen poor.
Okay,
no, you seen, bro. You seen survival of the fittest, bro. You're talking about survival of the fittest. If you're talking about poor, bro, $50,000 with 2 kids out here and a wife,
absolutely terrible.
That's a lot of people, bro. 60. Hold on. 68,000 with the mom and the dad working with 3 kids. Combined income of 68,000. That's a lot of people, and I added 4,000 on top of the number.
I understand it, but I'm looking at the graph, and it's basically saying that white Americans make at least per person, it said, at least bare minimum, not all, definitely. We know it's some poor people. Based on
the number.
General amount, it's $86,000, right? A year, which is terrible per person. So if you have a husband and a wife,
terrible. That is not terrible, but it's the most inaccurate way to interpret the data. I just told you, if you get to add Zuckerberg's money in there, you don't think that's going to skew the numbers a little bit?
That's not the way they grafted. They didn't graft it in a way of.
So they excluded Zuckerberg.
They didn't put okay, so this is all the money that white people make. So we're gonna break that down into individual how many white people there are. No, it wasn't like that. It was basically stating that's exactly how pretty much the range of how much majority of white Americans will make per person. And it's also stated at least $400,000 is in the majority of the middle class homes per year.
Y'all delusional.
I'm reading. I'm not delusional.
You're interpreting it incorrectly. It doesn't matter what you read. Because look what you went and said. The majority of the homes, 400,000 of net worth or something like that. Regardless of the point, what is the percentage of home ownership in America?
But that's not what he's talking about, bro.
How can you not be talking about that when you said the majority of white America is not poor when we know they are?
No, they're not poor, and I think you only saying that to pacify your black people that are in your chat. But it's fucking bullshit, man. That's straight. That's like what you saying is the biggest cap I've ever heard, bro. Most black people are poor. You're bugging if you're gonna tell me that we used to be slaves and now somehow these motherfuckers are just as poor as us just because you want to add these numbers and all these statistics. I'm gonna tell you this again. In your city, the downtown area is not owned by people like you, it's owned by people like them. And that right there is how you are able to factualize it. And when he says, and then another thing, your black women don't want to fucking work, right? They want to sit there. They want to get their nails done. They want to get their wigs done to try to look like white women so they can somehow compete. I get it, right? But what's happening is this. White women sit down and they do nothing. They go to work and they save their money. That's what they do. That's what the majority of them do. Some of them put their husbands through college. I've seen it happen. And I'm going to ask you this again. How many white friends have you had before you start looking at me so crazy? Because I grew up in a city, Hoboken, New Jersey. Look it up. Okay, that's ran by Italians and Irish, right? Used to go to a pub at 15 years old. And I'm trying to tell you that these people make money because they hoard the money. They don't go and buy Gucci. They don't got them nice sneakers that Aaron got in his closet right now, right? No, they're not doing that dumb shit. That's how they got more money. Damn, why don't you understand this? They women ain't walking out there and putting on nails and
But
buying
that's asset
$400
based. What you're
wigs
talking
that
about right
cost
now,
as much as a piece. Nah, y'all trying to make everything else
that's
some
asset
argument.
based. You just said it. They hoard the money.
Y'all
How do
crazy,
they
man.
hoard the money? Lee,
And they
how
don't
do they
hoard it.
hoard the money?
They don't hoard it.
All right, they don't
They just
hoard
know
it.
how to
Like, I'm just
utilize
giving y'all
credit.
example. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all try to take people's words instead of listening to what people saying. You're using my one word. Thank you, Mac, for being able to understand. I probably used the wrong word, but I'm saying they have fucking money, bro. This is bullshit, bro. To say most of them are broke. Yeah, you go to Idaho, most of them are broke. But if you in New York, you think most of them are broke? How the fuck they live in New York?
Well,
How
But
they
let me
live in New
answer
York?
Aaron's question
How
about the
they live
home
in New York if
ownership,
they
right?
broke? Then
I'm
please
gonna give
tell
you
me
the actual
how you
percentage.
living in New York broke, bro. Unless you on Section 8, please tell me, a guy that's been going to New York for years, tell me how you gonna live in New York broke. Explain this bullshit to me without Section 8.
So
cost of living for one is Jesus fucking Christ.
well,
What are you talking about? You never lived in New York, so you stay where the fuck you
Oh
at,
my
and I
God.
would love because, bro, y'all be just saying stuff. Tell me how you live in downtown. Well, downtown Houston don't cost that much fucking money anyway. But okay, tell me
None
how
of
you live in
Texas
these.
costs that much.
Exactly. So I can't even use that place. But to say most white people in New
Atlanta.
York are
We can
broke
do
is
Atlanta.
crazy, bro. That's in Atlanta too. I lived in Atlanta for a whole year, and I lived in the downtownest area. And guess who was surrounded by me? All fucking white people. I
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
live
the black
downtown.
Mecca. Right. So it's like, bro, they be just saying shit. I get it. You right. Maybe you could say 85% of them. But when we look outside and we looking at the condos and we looking at this nice house, guess who walking out that motherfucker?
This is
Betty.
pure.
This is beyond stupid.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on, Chris.
Go ahead,
Eric,
Chris.
Y'all
Let
just
me
mad
answer
that
your
y'all
question though,
think our
Aaron.
family
hold
members
on.
Let me
broke.
answer your question though, because you asked about assets and home ownership, and you wanted to know the actual percentage in the United States. So the percentage is 67% of home ownership in the United States. But y'all go ahead.
You know the crazy part about it? I drive trucks, bro, and I see the most of this country, probably out of everybody.
I've
Besides other truck
drove
drivers
trucks
in this
too.
space.
I drove trucks too. I have a CDL
You
still.
go to all 48 states and you look where these people live. Yo, this shit is destitute and trash, bro. These people really, bro.
G, hold on. You got to speak their language. So let me show you how to speak their language because they want you to make it blatantly to the point where they can't argue, right? Let me show you how to do it. This is gonna be embarrassing. The majority of businesses that exist don't pay a lot of money. All of the Starbucks, the coffee place, the Targets, the Walmarts, every single business in the 80 percentile that are not software engineering, cybersecurity, electrician, etc., where we know that they actually have difficulties filling those positions, unless your argument is all of those businesses is filled with black people, you guys sound idiotic not identifying that those white people that work those jobs cannot be getting paid all this type of money to be having that type of money to live these places. So if you go into Starbucks and the majority of people working there are black, not white, if you're going into these businesses, the majority of them are not white people, then what you're saying would make sense.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, so you saying black?
Yeah,
Aaron,
black
it's
people are in all
more.
the Starbucks, all the Wendy's. The only time I ever
Aaron,
see white people is when I go to downtown Hoboken. Is where I see a white person at a fucking Starbucks. Get the hell
That's
out of here with
crazy,
that bullshit.
Aaron. Hold
This
on,
is
What the hell
Aaron.
are you talking
wild.
about,
Aaron,
bro?
This is
stop.
fucking
I don't
wild.
know where the
Aaron,
fuck y'all live at, but I'm talking about where
I
the
don't
money
100%
is.
Aaron,
agree with
hold on,
that.
I'm not
no,
talking
What I
about the
will
rural
say
areas
is
where the money
there
is.
are more statistically more
Exactly what the
white
fuck I'm
people than there
saying.
are black people anyway. So I do understand what you're saying. They do have to be there. Obviously, if people are working, they obviously broke, right? Which is not true.
I
But
never
anyway,
see white people
but
working at
if you got majority of the white people work in the country anyway, obviously they're going to be the ones
fuck
that's
you see a
fulfilling
white
majority
kid
of the jobs, right?
at
But
Wendy's.
that doesn't
What
mean
are
that
you
they're
talking about?
broke.
Oh my God.
This
This is crazy.
Did he just
You
say?
see,
I'm
hold
done.
up. Ayo. Are you saying you see Caucasian women working at Wendy's?
Yes.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Yeah, y'all niggas is
Absolutely.
lying, bro.
You
I hate
know
See,
y'all.
you
what?
guys are not outside. Y'all just talking from behind the computer.
Aaron,
This is
Aaron,
retarded.
hold on, chill. Aaron,
Yo, y'all
Aaron, I
crazy,
just ran.
son.
Hold up, stop, chill. Aaron, I just ran in a truck stop for you 2 weeks ago to ask all them white women who were pregnant working in a fucking truck stop. Loves truck stops. Loves truck stops. start at $15 an hour. Oh shit, the camera. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we can hear
absolutely.
you.
Okay, the camera
And you're
died.
right.
Love's truck stop start at $15 an hour. Every single fucking truck stop I go to, there's rarely a black person in
Facts.
sight.
Because
Every
there are
warehouse,
more white people than there are
every
black people.
warehouse
So of
I
course
go to, there's
not even
rarely
an
a black person
argument,
in
yo.
sight.
But yo, do you understand that there's way more white people? So of course we're not making an argument that it ain't a bunch of broke ass white people. Well, that can't be the argument. We can't make that argument. So many of them here
Wow,
already.
stop.
Goddamn.
Out of
It's
the
not the argument.
220 million white people in this country, how percentage-wise, how many of them are broke?
I would
I gave you a
say
number,
I
220.
would say, okay, I'll say 60 to 75%. I'm not somebody that's going super low with it, but at the end of the day, that 25% is in every one of our mega cities owning that shit. Whenever we see properties, whenever we go to downtown Atlanta, like I said, I live there, right?
I
Whenever I
live
go to
there
New
now.
York, whenever I live, right? You live there too, you seen it. When I'm in Jersey City, when I'm in New York, when I'm in Hoboken, one of the richest areas, when I'm in Hudson County, when I'm going up to Fort Lee, it's fucking Caucasians. Y'all not telling me, yeah, and I lived in those areas, bro. And I would stay away from the hood, and I would stay in those areas over there in the corner, where it's like, oh shit, it's like kind of, I ain't gonna cap kind of by the warehouse, but I'm in a nice area. Though I'm in the nice part of town where no violence happened, right?
So,
But the
but
shit expensive as hell though.
Lee,
And I'm telling you,
I get
I
it.
would be the only black person besides
I get
a
it,
Aaron No
Lee.
looking dude with a suit and tie, and this
Listen,
dude don't even sound black.
I'm in the Bay Area. Black people been pushed all the way out. Our population numbers are very, very low. So I get that part. But what you have to concede is to this. You just have to concede it. The majority of employers in America are small business owners.
Yes, I agree with you.
So so if the majority of employment that exists are small business owners, that's the
not
majority of employment. Are you saying that the majority of people employed are black people?
You're not
Or the
catching me with
poor
that.
whites that are working the majority of jobs in
How you?
America?
Yo, hold up, bro. You are. I gotta bring you to New
I'm
York.
bugging.
First of all, have you ever heard of Cat's Deli? You my guy. That's what you is. Have you ever heard of Cat's Deli in New York? Have you ever heard of Cat's Deli in New York? Yeah, of course you didn't, right?
They're in Houston. What about it?
Okay, so Cat's Deli, the original one, right, has been up for 88 fucking years. So if you telling me, right, it'd be like 20 people working there. No, 30 chefs working there at one time. Shit be packed. 200 people up in there. You gotta brush past people to get to the food, right? To ask for your order. You gotta scream it. If you don't, they're gonna yell at you, tell you to get out, right? So if you tell them, what I'm saying is, yeah, white people working at those areas, but guess what? They got stock in Cats. You understand? They parents own other properties. So just because they working at the Cat's Deli or they working at some mom and pop shop, you think that mean that they poor? Or that mean that they
Lee,
broke?
I
Or
honestly
because
believe
it's or because they're hiring their people and you think that they just hiring poor whites, but it's really her sister or her sister's sister or her grandmother's cousin, brother, sister's brother, right? You think that they poor? Bro, you gotta
Lee.
come to New York, man.
I honestly believe you ran across a few privileged white people and think that's the majority.
No, they were. No, listen, I've ran around. Look, I've been around the ones who granddad owned something. He was in the steel
And keep in
industry,
mind, you
and then
just said 75% of white people in this country is poor.
Yeah, but that's still 25% is millions of fucking people, like hundreds of. You know how many people are in America? That is because I would say 90 to 98% of black people are poor, right? 95, like Aaron said, because Aaron put it in the 90s. But if we're gonna say, I said 65 to 75% of white people aren't, and they are in all of our cities. Then that's our point. Is that is because this is all tying back to white women having the type of money to be able to take men out and do the other things. And I actually would tell a white man, I think black
They have
men and
credit
white
cards. What are
women,
you
right?
talking?
Oh, now they got credit cards, but they all broke though. How they got credit cards, but they all broke?
Oh, wow. I almost said that on national TV. I'm going to go on mute.
It's all right. You can say it. Listen, man, y'all never gonna convince me that the majority, I already gave that to y'all. The majority, yeah, it seems, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because most of us aren't around those broke ass people. Majority of the time, we're not around those people. And every time I'm going to a Wendy's, every time I'm going to a Starbucks, every time I'm going, well, not a Starbucks because they got baristas there, and yeah, they actually get paid a good amount of money. They ain't getting paid $12 an hour.
What is
Yo,
considered
I
poor?
see the signs at McDonald's. I ain't never seen a white person working at McDonald's. I don't know where y'all live at.
You are bugging.
All right, we gotta move on.
I don't know where
All
y'all
right,
live
let's
at.
get back to the video because you're gonna make my head.
Never seen it in
explode.
my
Let me get
life.
back to the video, y'all, please.
I've seen
My
it
pregnant
countless.
wife and I.
Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only one. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and that. She would get mad talking about why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Cava Bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends were telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one. But if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really, And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in. And I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it. We're flat irons it. She wants to be special. I said, Jesus Christ, you guys are saving a lot of money. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said, the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. This is what they told me. Do with the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm going to do. But this is what they told me. I'm going to get some fucking ice.
I know plenty of black girls who are what they would consider conservative. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't know what homeboy talking about, but I'm gonna chalk it up to these are kids at the end of the day.
I mean, it makes sense to me. I think it's just that black women have seen black men getting used for a long time, so they think that's what black men are for, to be used. And white women seen it, but I think they have a different type of perspective when it comes to like the interaction. I think that we've kind of used to each other. Just like you get used to something, you start like mistreating it a little bit more and things like that. So I think that's what's happening. They say that, most interracial relationships are the ones that's lasting the longest. So maybe there's a little sense to it.
Well, I don't know if they last long. The numbers are so small. It's really hard to really extrapolate that data and take that as the best evidence. But I mean, which women roll out of bed and don't care about how frizzy their hair is and just run outside? So I mean, it's tough to say. I just think that there are certain people that. All right, let me ask you. It's not that expensive to go outdoors and camping, right? It's really not that expensive. Do you think black people like camping?
Absolutely.
Not really.
Absolutely true.
I don't really see it. I go kayaking like once a week, and I'll probably see like one black couple out there. But again, majority Hispanics and Caucasians. I'm trying to tell you, I'll be outside, bro. So me personally, I don't think they like it. And then when I do see them, like they're like, sometimes they either arguing about some shit, or like the girl is kind of annoyed about it, like being out there in the bugs and stuff like that. So, I think they just not used to it.
The stuff that
overall
other groups of women find fun is cheap. You know why? Because their parents were doing things that were fun, exploratory. They were outside, and it wasn't about spending a lot of money. Because to tell you the truth, and the way a lot of people built this equity and money up, they are notorious about how they spend their money. They are not splurgers of money. They're a lot more frugal than most. Even if they daddy own a house that's 700, 800,000, he probably nickel and dime to manage his way through that. And you got just enough to get by. And if you want to have some fun, go outside, go hiking, climbing, go outside with the wild. This is why when you go to the zoo, when you go to places where it's like animal based, what group of people do you typically see working there?
Well, you see white people. I'll tell you that much.
Who do you see want to do like this? Is what I'm saying. So it's like the rich people sell you the glitz and glamours on it, and then we assume that's the lifestyle of like what you would do if you're not poor. But that's not what you do if you're not poor. That's extravagance is what is displayed on TV. But actual, what you would say somebody with like a net worth of $2 million live a very simple life.
Yeah,
it's a very simple life.
Yep, I
and
agree.
And the way they got there is they've been grinding from their 20s or 30s and 40s, and then when they hit their 50s, when most of them become a millionaire, they done had some stuff. They done got a system going. They done had their payment stuck there for the last 20 years, and they stayed gainfully employed. So now what you paying on the open market is that market rent. They like, yeah, my mortgage is still low because I locked it in 20 years ago. And I maintained the job. And now, because the cost of living stayed the same as far as my house payment, I'm still doing well because I got raises, I got promotions over the time. And so I've kept the distance of my income and the cost of my overhead of living for the most part in check. So now I have a level of abundance or more cash flow I can kind of enjoy more in my later age. And that's what people constantly compare to. Most people that are living a good life are older. Most of America is ran by older people. And this is what I had to sit back and really examine. I'm like, you telling me all these politicians be in their 50s, 60s, and 70s and stuff? It ain't a lot of 20 or 30-year-olds really doing it like that. It's a grind. It's a process. And we gauge the life that they're able to live by the very few extravagant lifestyles. And that's why we get ourselves in trouble.
No. I think a lot of, you're right. Black people do gauge it off of the lifestyle that they think they're able to live. But on top of that, I do think there are a lot of people that are able to create wealth because of the investments their granddads and great grandads were able to make. Black men weren't even able to do these things. You're talking about 20 years ago, redlining was out there. It's probably a little bit more prejudice, a little bit more people not trying to give black men opportunities. So so when you go back there and then you understand, like, you see the head start. Like you clearly see a head start happening there. And what I'm saying is I believe that a lot of 30-year-old men, and especially white men, are able to, like, for example, if Bitcoin done blew up, it done went all the way up, came back down, and went all the way up again. Imagine if you had $50,000 from a trust fund that you was able to put in there. Everything is all about timing. And if you got the money when the timing is right, that's how you able to come up easily. And a lot of Caucasians were able to do that in these times. And shit, you can even say that they was able to get inside trading because, bro, if you look at old white movies, you see how they was letting people get away with shit. Like look at the Jeffrey Dahmer movie, how he got away with shit and they was just letting them. And then you look at these other movies and all these other movies, and they're kind of showing their history of, if you was white, shit, you was right, bro. You could do whatever the fuck you want. We didn't give you no beef. You could fight outside. You could shoot your gun, and the cop would be like, guys, go in the house. Shit like that. You can inside trade. You can buy up property. You could all this crazy shit that would be able to accrue to a mass amount of wealth. Like that. Even that movie where they had shit, I'm gonna land right here. They had the dude in Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio. They made him marry Indian women, get them sick, and this was on a true story. And they take the oil wealth from their family. So, like, that's devious as hell to get to the bag.
I just watched that one, actually.
So you know that moves was devious. Ill moves to get that wealth, bro. I'm telling you.
It's such a small percentage, though. But I hear what you're saying. Trish Man says the argument between Chris Dre and Lee is neck and neck, and Chris J is mad because he doesn't have one. Come on, Chris J got a neck. Come on, that's a no.
I responded in the comments, but I made sure I didn't flag your channel, so I'll just leave it at that.
Nah, it's all good. That's no.
Hey, shout out to Christopher, bro.
Oh no, leave my guy. We cool.
Yeah,
I just think y'all really gotta start scrutinizing the money a little bit better, because I think y'all kind of confused on a day-to-day when you walk past a white person and think they got money and what money look like and
I
what
think
it
they got
actually
50,000
is.
in the bank, and I think that right there is enough for you to, when that right move comes, because that's what I was talking about. When that right move come, I think you having 50,000 in the bank is enough to make you 300,000 when that right move come, and that's having money. That's having money. So yeah, I think the average Caucasian person walking past me be having at least $20,000 to $50,000 in their bank.
Okay, well, you know me, I'm very big on management
Or access to it. Apologies.
Okay, I get that part, but I'm very big on you managing your own money. Like, that's my thing, right? Because you said 50,000, basically, if you got 50,000, you can make the right move. Okay, so let's get into a video where these people that love to talk about what they talk about can make the right move. Let's take a listen.
There's a home flipping business in Chicago that's accused of ruining lives and stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from everyday people who just wanted to build some generational wealth.
We have no idea.
Oh, stealing money from everyday people that wants to build generational wealth, huh? Boy, that word gonna be the end of a lot of people.
Where the money is.
How much are we talking about here?
I have lost $169,000.
You see that amount, Lee? You said 50,000, and then you make the move, and it turned out 300,000.
I said the right move. If you trying to taint my conversation,
I,
what you good
I
at?
heard what you said. She said I lost 150 of them things. That's what she said.
Where the money is.
How much are we talking about here?
I have lost $169,000. We are at risk of losing over $200,000.
Oh, 200.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, Lee. That is a black woman with $200,000.
Yeah.
Just want to point that out because I know y'all think.
Shout out to her. Hey, yo, what I would say is this: the system doing its job. Look, our women and our men that have the moves, they not just gonna get away with it. That's why I have brought up the whole shit about how they just be like, oh, you a white dude, go ahead and go up in there with your 190,000. We gonna make sure it become 300,000. I promise you, we're gonna bring it back 300,000. But when she go up in there, they gonna be like, yeah, just take her money. So yeah, it is what it is. And yo, shout out to these women.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay. Y'all thinking they the system against us. Y'all keep thinking that stupid shit, bro. I keep thinking that.
All right, let's see how this 200,000 play out.
You're at risk of losing over $200,000.
Especially if you got a black husband.
I'm sorry.
I'll break down exactly what happened. So if you watch HGTV, you know it's all about home flipping, and it looks easy. It looks like it's something very profitable. So for months, we've been looking into a company called iFlip Chicago, and they do two things. They have a boot camp where they claim to teach you exactly everything you need to know to flip a home. Then they also offer to partner with first-time investors who have a little bit of money and are ready to invest in their own flip. But now,
you see, that's where they get you. See, they got this. We should do real estate. Ayo, I know we talk about the stocks and stuff like that, but I feel better with real estate. Like, cause I just flip it and flip another one. I hate the ignorance that exists. I don't want to say the other word. Flipping homes is hard. Generating money in real estate is difficult. You cannot just do it just because you have money. People do not understand that. It is a skill. And just having the money ain't enough. And this is why I laugh when people are like, oh, I'm going to just get into real estate. I'm going to just, flip a few houses and flip my money, double my money. And I'll be like, okay, let's see how that play out.
Now, two new lawsuits accuse iFlip Chicago of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars and essentially running a real estate Ponzi scheme. A lot of different types of people signed up for iFlip Chicago. One of them was an emergency room doctor. Her name was Amira Hamid, and she invested almost $200,000 with iFlip. But she says she had good reason to trust them.
My name is Ronald Bay, and it's my wife. Why would you trust somebody with your $200,000, Lee? Tell me. What would make you trust somebody with your $200,000, sir?
Because I'm gullible. because I'm quickly influenced by others. That's what will make me do that. And let me just say this for the record: I would never invest in the real estate. There's a million other ways to get to the money. Shit, I would go to Hoboken, New Jersey, and invest in the cake ball shop. That's what I would do. They got a line around the block every day. I'd just be like, yo, listen, I got the next batch. I got the next batch or whatever. How much is it? Oh, it's 200,000. Here's 200,000. Bring me back 300,000, and he gonna do that for me. I would never do no shit like this.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to move. You gotta know how to move. You gotta know how to touch the city, man.
This, by the way, this person is a doctor, and this kind of explains the funds of the $200,000. It's a lot of money to some people. I don't know. Sounds like a lot to me, but I'm struggling, so I'm not the best person to gauge this. But $200,000, and Lee said, what would make you give your $200,000 to somebody?
I flip. But she says she had good reason to trust them.
My name is Ronald Bay, and it's my wife,
Michelle Nicole Bay. That's Amir's own cousin.
It's Ronald Bay, and it's my wife,
Michelle Nicole Bay. That's Amir's own cousin, Michelle Bay.
Yeah, and who can't trust family?
So
Shit, I can't. Me. I can't trust family.
Hey, Lee Cuzzo, what up, Cuzzo? Hey, I got it. I heard you got some dollars. Listen, I got the play. You got the money. I got the play. We family. We family. Like, you could trust me. We family. You know how this go. Like, easy money. It's real estate. Like, you get an asset. And look, we have a boot camp too, because one thing y'all keep forgetting, right? The game is to be sold, not told. Y'all really don't understand that. The people that be trying to give y'all insight and some game, they only giving you a portion of the information. They need you to keep having to come back to them to get the insight, because once information has been exchanged, the power dynamics are no longer balanced. So y'all keep wondering, like, yo, would you like help me out? Give me some insight, give me some game. People are going to give you limited information unless you pay for it. I'm sorry. The game is to be sold, not told. What they will do, and this is why you got to pay attention to, and this is why they tell you to read autobiographies and things like that. As people are dying, as people are getting up there in age, the Ray Dalios, people like that, they're willing to give the game away now that they didn't play the game and they won. They're like, all right, I'm going to give y'all the goods now. I'm 90, I'm 80 something, 79 years old. I'm going to give y'all the insight, and I really don't want nothing back now because my time is gone. I done played my game. And this is why they put the information in the books. This is why they say they did this. And this is how they say they went into this deal. And because they're willing to sell that game to y'all at that point, like, buy my book at least, and we good. That's how a lot of this stuff happened. This is why people say I learned a lot from the book, but it's only part of the actionable items. Part the information, and then you got to take action. This is why a lot of people be getting caught up on the internet with a lot of these so-called gurus. They're only going to give you a portion of the game because the money that they're generating is relying on you being ignorant and needing them, and then you also bringing them more members and things like that. Y'all got to really, really understand. That's why most people are self-made millionaires, because they go into this game and learn and bump their head on their own, and they not getting played out by these gurus. And some of them do. All right, let's get back to the video. 200,000 to my cousin.
Michelle and her husband Ramo Bay run iFlip Chicago, and for $800, you can sign up for a boot camp with them. Or if you have a little money,
you got 800. Lee, you got $800. Come on, Lee, you got 800. You know you want to flip. Throw me that 800. I'll run you through this boot camp. That $800 is light, but if I get 20 of y'all to give me 800. Well, what if I can get 50 people?
I ain't giving that shit to them.
Hey, shout out to Chicago. I ain't getting
what
nobody.
If I can get 50 people to give me $800? How much money is that, y'all? If I can get 50 people in my class to give me $800, somebody do the quick math on how much that would generate for me. Look, run my course.
$0.
That's light. You already about to spend 150, 200,000. How much money can I make with 50 people to run my course?
The answer is 0 because I ain't giving nobody from
You not
Chicago
giving him to you a
$800.
person. How much money?
Nah, the
Somebody
thing
do the
is,
math for me. 50
it's
of y'all,
40,000.
$800.
It's
Give me the money.
it's 40,000. Now look,
$40,000. So if I
yeah,
do 2 classes with 50 people in it, I will make $80,000. And in
yes, sir.
return, I will show you how to use your $160,000 because $800 is nothing, and you can learn how to do exactly what I do. But what I do is sell the course about what I do and make my money there. This stuff is shameful, and it's
It's
happening.
not shameful. You gotta chill. You gotta chill.
All right,
You
you
just
right. I'm gonna
said.
chill.
You just
You right.
said. You just said they gotta buy the knowledge, right? You go to people go to college, right? They pay
Mhm.
40,000, 100,000 just to get
Yes,
that knowledge. So he only
correct.
charging 800. Now, what's happening in this situation, right? Is this he give you the game? You could say is a little piece of the game, but some people went out there and actually put in that extra work because, bro, I could tell you this from somebody that been doing affiliate marketing for like 10 years now.
Mhm.
It's nothing like knowing the move, like knowing what's really the real way to be able to run the ads. You know, get the low percentage on conversion, right? Get the low CPA, right? To get those little things that allow you to really maximize your money, right? How to really connect to this group of people the right way. And these are the little small things that they teach you. And I would say I'm not trying to like defend them or anything, but I'm saying the 800, if that's what he said he was worth, his knowledge was worth, then I ain't knocking him for that. I ain't knocking him for that. But if you telling me that he gave him bad advice, I would say I think he gave them the same knowledge that he knew, and some people just didn't put forth the effort or they moved too fast. If you put up 190,000 after just getting the course and you did that in within like I did this within 6 months, nah, I'm not doing that. I feel like you moving too fast. And one thing I know from being a poker player as well is that you can't try to rush the game. You got to let it come to you. You got to let the aces come to you. You got to let the straights come to you. The flushes, they got to come to you. You can't try to rush the game. So when you sit there trying to rush the game and then you blame it on, yo, damn, I lost my bread. Now I'm going to blame it on Duke. That's kind of messed up. I
Yeah,
don't
so
think.
yes, information costs, but the information you might get might cost you $800 to get played. And with the knowledge you gain is that you could get played and it costs you $800. I didn't say all the knowledge that you receive is going to be meaningful. You might have to learn that the game of real estate is full of manipulators and people that want to take over your money, and it might cost you $800 to gain that knowledge. So yes,
Yeah, I
I do
agree with
think
that.
information costs, but it does not mean the information that you acquire is something actionable. It may be, yo, I was trying this and I was trying not to get played, so I paid somebody so I can learn from them, and they basically did me dirty. So I'm gonna just go into this next deal by myself and figure it out. So you had to get the knowledge of knowing that you ain't about to easily figure out a way around this game, and you got to go through it, and that's part of the game. And that's all I'm saying. And she learned a hefty lesson.
Money to invest, you can partner with iFlip Chicago and do a flip together. That's what a lot of people did. And this company, they claim to offer everything you need to get started. So they give you access to a lender who can give you the money to buy and rehab the home. They identify the home, the perfect home for you to buy and flip. And then they also have a team of contractors that they claim to work with who can help you remodel the home. Finally, they offer to sell the home for you once everything is complete. And the only thing they do is they
Wow. Wait. You gonna do all this for me? You gonna do so y'all saying like, yo, can you just invest? Can you do everything for me? Like, I just give you the money, like bring me back 300,000, I give you 200,000. Like, yeah, like stuff like that. When people tell you they're gonna do everything for you, don't trust them. No,
Yeah, that's
nobody
a
wants
fact.
to do all that work for a little bit of money. I want the large majority, the lion's share of the money if I have to do the majority of the work. So that's why you don't trust no $800.
Hell
That's why you
nah.
don't.
You should definitely not trust no $800. You should never try to buy knowledge from somebody saying stuff like this. And then most of the time they give you something that's a market that's watered down now. You're gonna have to work extremely hard. Like it's not really worth it. The best, it's so many more markets, bro. You can fucking sell products online on Shopify. You put 200,000 into that, I promise you'll never be broke again.
Nah, I've seen people lose 200,000. Let's get back to the video now. 200,000 on the line.
They take 30% of the total profit.
30%.
You don't have to worry about any of this
Yeah,
stuff
do it
because they
slow.
have all of these relationships.
Now, iFlip and Ramo posted a lot of stuff online about these flips, about successful projects they were doing. So a lot of people who saw this thought it was a good idea.
If you're interested in actually learning how to flip homes, if you want to learn how to do this for real, iFlip Chicago Bootcamps is 100% hands-on.
There are even a few realtors who signed up because they saw what Ramo Bay and iFlip were doing online, and they thought maybe they could learn something.
There were a lot of people who had successfully done flips with him.
One of those realtors is Tatiana Barnett, and she'd actually flipped some properties in Indiana, but she wanted somebody with more experience to help her with her next project. So here's what happened next. Both Tatiana and Amira were found properties that iFlip thought would be a good fit for them. They were distressed homes on the south side of Chicago. These two homes in particular were in the Woodlawn area. And as you'll see, a lot of the iFlip properties that are in bad condition right now are also in Woodlawn. So after finding the perfect homes for these two women, iFlip then wanted them to sign up for a commercial mortgage, which is a really short-term mortgage with high interest rates. And they were going to get this mortgage and use the money to buy part of the home and also fund the rest of the renovation. But as a condition of getting the mortgage, they had to have Ramo Bay, the owner of iFlip, sign on to their loans. But they were told that's not very unusual.
It's not something that's...
Whoa. In order to get this money, I gotta have you sign on to my loan. But that's not unusual. It's not unusual to be so it's not unusual. Okay.
Nah, that's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not experiencing flipping houses, but this sounds like a scam of everything about it.
I mean,
As soon as you take me to the property, I'm walking away like, what the fuck is this? Nothing about this worth investing.
Chris, they on Instagram. Harrison, what up? They on Instagram showing you that they flip houses. Like, look at my Instagram. Look at this. I flip houses.
A sucker is born every day. A sucker is born every day.
Look, check my IG. I got followers, man. Check my IG. Look, check the last video I uploaded.
Scam?
Huh?
Is college a scam?
No.
Okay, because there's a lot of people that go to college for degrees and they pay a bunch of money and then they don't get what they went for. So like it's like the same thing.
Wait,
But that's not a scam though.
No.
Okay, there's a bunch of people that go to college for different degrees, pay thousands of dollars, and then they do not get a job in that field.
I can answer.
How is that not a scam as well?
So can I.
Go ahead, Chris.
Take away
You gotta know because number one,
price.
you need to know what you're doing after college. You need to plan that beforehand. You need to see what degree is gonna lead you to that, and you got to do your research upon research upon research to see if the field that I'm getting in is worth all this money that I'm about to spend in college, worth all these loans I'm about to rack up. You have to do your education first on what you want to specialize in before you make a foolish mistake as in going to college and get what we call a basket weaving degree. So you got to do your education on that one. It's not a scam.
Can we make the same argument for the people that go ahead and pay $800?
No, Lee, number one, yes, and number two, Lee, look what all they're doing for $800. Are you serious? This is way too good to be true. I wouldn't trust it.
No. The $800 part is not necessarily the scam part because they're telling you we're gonna have a class and we're gonna talk. That's not necessarily the scamming part. Will be about buying certain properties, the duplicitous activity about where the properties are going at, things like that, misleading information, etc. The actual workshops and stuff like that, that's just up to you if you want to come here and listen to this BS. But when you start saying, yo, we flip homes, hey, put me on your actual loan, this is normal practice, the information being said, and it turns out it's not, stuff like that be misleading in that aspect of it. It's more the scam.
It's unheard of if you don't have a track record of doing, fix and flips with lenders.
A part of the iFlip package, and one of the reasons a lot of people invest is because they offer full service. So everything from finding the property, getting the lending, and even in this case, giving you a real estate attorney that you can use to review documents as you're going along the iFlip process. So by this point, iFlip has identified 2 homes for the women to buy and invest in, and the women are set up to get funding. And all that's left to do is close on the properties and sign a ton of paperwork. But this is a critical point, and this is where they say everything went wrong. So at closing, they had to sign hundreds of pages of documents. It was a really...
Is that normal? Do you sign hundreds of pages of documents for closing? Hundreds? That might be true. I don't know. I ain't never buy no real estate, so I don't think I ever had to sign hundreds of papers at closing. Maybe 50. Maybe 27, but hundreds of papers at closing? I don't know. Chris J is not having a neck, a scam. Damn.
Shout out to Atlanta. I know some of y'all got A's and missed a couple of people.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Holy cannoli.
Long process. But there were 4 sentences buried in these documents that really came back to bite them in the, There was this really strange cross-collateralization clause in the loans that meant if Ramo was late on any of his loans, the lender would charge what Ramo owed to the loans held by other iFlip participants like Amira and Tatiana.
The loans then went on to fail. They were never written to succeed. They were predatory loans. This was never about flipping property. This was about taking loans out to pay a debt that didn't belong to us. And Ramo had several past due balances.
Hold up.
Woo! Listen, that is one astute businessman. I have debts and loans that I have to pay, and I'm going to bring people into my business, and you have to buy into my business model. And if it don't work out for us, well, then you will have to take some loss in this process. We're a family.
That is wild, man.
Hey, I ain't never heard nothing like this before, but apparently it's legal. And that's how this 200 racks.
Oh, you said this is legal?
Of course. Well, I mean, if they signed it and then they made them responsible for it, it sounds like it's contractually obligating at best. I shouldn't say it's legal. It sounds like it's contractually obligation.
Because I'm trying to see how this reflects to a Ponzi scheme to some type of degree. But if you say it's somewhat legal, then I guess you just gotta know what you're signing at the end of the day.
Well, I shouldn't say it's legal because they could have been like misleading business practices, and I don't know. I'm saying that the contract clearly required them to follow through what would happen. And so for whatever happened, they had to pay these loans off. So whatever they did sign in that contract, it made them contractually obligated to do said actions. I mean, if it was a legal contract or illegal something like this, then they shouldn't be obligated to do it. So it can get obviously very, very complex, way over me and your pay grade, okay? Lamar Black Attack says, I'm in Japan. Turtles, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. He says, Chris, can't buy no necklace. Chris, you can't buy no necklace? I think Chris can buy a necklace.
And for the record, I'm not saying flipping houses is a Ponzi scheme. I'm just looking at this situation. It looks illegal. Like, I'm just saying, definitely malpractice somewhere.
I don't know. But look, they said there's 4 statements. That was just the first one. So let's go back and hear that one more time.
The loans then went on to fail.
By loans clause.
There it is, right there.
There was this really strange cross-collateralization clause in the loans that meant if Ramo was late on any of his loans, the lender would charge what Ramo owed to the loans held by other iFlip participants like Amira and Tatiana.
The loans then went on to fail. They were never written to succeed. They were predatory loans. This was never about flipping property. This was about taking loans out to pay a debt that didn't belong to us. And Ramo had several past due balances.
Hold up. You may be wondering, why would anyone sign an agreement like that? This must be their fault. But both women had hired an attorney that was supposed to look out for them and look out for language like this. But here's the thing, that attorney, he was recommended by iFlip. And Tatiana says he never even showed up at her closing, while Amira says he never disclosed any of this cross-collateral language. Now, he's also being sued along with iFlip. Now, this is the part the lawyers are calling a Ponzi scheme. You can see on the women's loan statements that they're being charged interest for other loans that don't belong to them.
Is that
there
interest?
are thousands of dollars.
Oh, fuck no. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you keep your own lawyers. Don't, man. They had dummy written on their forehead.
Hey, y'all keep arguing with me. Hold on. I'm sorry, Treshman. Treshman says, Chris J. gonna start a course called I Flip Next. Pause.
Where the A's at? Where the A's at when y'all need them in Atlanta?
That's a pause. So this is wild. Has anybody ever paid an interest payment of $12,000?
Never.
Jesus Christ. I ain't gonna lie. This is when you call your cousin Ray Ray and them and be like, hey, he hit me. And then you get them to run up in there and get rid of all the evidence and the documents you signed. Because this is bad. This is bad. Oh my God. Look how they highlight. Look, the little $45, whoever happened to pay that $45 in interest, they got a good deal. I want their lawyer. Whatever lawyer got them with the $45 interest, I want their lawyer. Because that $8,000, that $13,000 interest payment, you
get your own lawyer. Don't ever use a lawyer that's recommended by the people you're
according to
working
Lee
for.
and Ron, most white Americans got this kind of money in their bank account. This is what they think. This is what they thinking.
Oh, what? Like who and what?
It's too late. Hey,
Don't
look,
put me. I was not agreeing with everything he was saying.
Yeah, it's too late.
I was only agreeing with things that I was saying.
Two birds of a feather flock together. Y'all was two peas in a pie at that time. All right. So look, you got to realize that this is crazy. I'm actually hurt. This hurt my heart. Listen.
They got scammed.
This what these hard money loans looking like? We. Yeah, look. Hey, I don't want no real estate in Chicago. I'll tell you that now. So sorry, Chicago. I'm not coming out to Chicago. Hey, you know what, Lamar Black? That is a lot of popcorn. You are absolutely right. But you notice they didn't put no highlighter over that number. That $185 slid under the radar. They ain't getting no highlighter. Look at the highlighted. Oh my gosh. Man, this more money than I make in a year. They want it on the first interest payment. Oh my gosh.
This is down payment numbers for our house.
Man, oh man.
In these cross-interest charges, and they were all transferred from loans that Rama was late on. Now, time eventually ran out on these short-term loans, and it left people in a really bad spot. We found at least 7 iFlip properties are in foreclosure right now, including Tatiana's. A lot of these homes have been gutted, and they're unlivable, they're vacant, and they've been that way for a long time because iFlip participants could never get the money from their loans to actually fund the renovation or rehab. Now these unfinished homes are just an eyesore in the South Chicago communities where they are. And again, a lot of them are in the Woodlawn neighborhood.
It's an eyesore. I hope something gets to be done.
It's disgusting that this is 2 years later and we have no answer. We have more questions than answers.
Now, we ran this story last week.
A bad business model or a Ponzi scheme? That's what several people who invested money with a popular Chicago home flipping business are asking themselves tonight.
And right before it aired, we actually heard from iFlip's owner, Ramo Bey. And he says he's actually a victim in all of this too. He says that
you a victim.
Man, shut your ass up.
You a victim. You a victim. We all victims. Hey, look, hey, I got played too. I didn't even know this was happening. I didn't see what had happened was I didn't pay my $800 fee for my own course. So I didn't even take my own course. So because I didn't take my own course, I didn't know that I could be duped too. We all victims here. We victims together.
It's a learning curve.
My guy said last year Me and my clients were victims of predatory lending, and the lending using a cross-collateralization policy that was never approved by me. I don't know what happened. Somehow all my outstanding loans, they disappeared. And I said,
messed
oh
us
Lord,
up.
the Lord has blessed me to get rid of all my loans. I was doing my tithing, and I said, Lord, please, if you just make these loans go away, give me, and I won't have to work no more. And it was, I met some lovely people. They paid me $800. I don't know why they paid me $800 to talk to them, but they paid me $800 to talk to them. I did it for 30 minutes. I did 2 segments. 50 people showed up. That was about $80,000 in 2 days. And then I woke up the next day, and all these lovely people said, I want to pay for your loan for you. And I just didn't understand, but through the grace of the good one, definitely took care of me. So listen, we all victims.
Language that allowed his loan payments to go to other accounts wasn't disclosed to him. And now he says he's going to go after the lender that is causing all of this damage. Now, it's important to note that we know from emails Ramo had at least 20 loans with.
So you know what that means, right? It's like,
look, y'all, I'm gonna go after the people that took
you know
our
how
money.
like
They
you know how like you
too.
get jumped, right? You get jumped, and they both had masks on, and then your cousin was the one that jumped you, right? And he ran back to the house, and he going there. I just got jumped, cousin. What? Who jumped you? Let's go get him, right? You know, like and your cousin was the one that did it to you. Dirty, dirty, dirty,
It was
dirty
the cousin
game.
the whole time.
This is a dirty game, my friend.
You see what it said at the top? Referred by her cousin. Dang.
Man, oh man. Family over everything.
This lender. And he also had his own real estate attorney helping him with iFlip. The loan company told me this cross-collateralization language was standard on all their loans. So it's kind of unclear to us why Ramo is saying he had no idea about this. Ramo is currently in Atlanta, but he says he'll be happy to come back and do a sit-down interview with us. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, Ramo is still holding investment seminars on Facebook, teaching people how to invest and how to get funding for their next flip.
So
Do you have no shame?
He's still doing it. That's hilarious. Hey, look, let me show y'all how to get funded, y'all.
Even Caesar DJ Ebby had to pause for a quick second.
I'm disgusted. I am disgusted. I cannot believe they would do this to these people. And see, y'all always talking about if I just had a little bit of money. Lee said 50,000. Well, I don't think that's gonna be enough. I don't think it's gonna be enough money, y'all. You're gonna need more money, friends. You're gonna need more money, okay? And what about 200,000? And that's send that to my Cash App. send that to my Apple Pay. What is people doing? Oh my God. Guys, y'all think I'm being harsh when I say manage your own money. Do it yourself. Don't let these people do this to y'all. Don't let these people do this to y'all. This hurts right here. You got a doctor who hard 200 racks, man. And I know that's not a lot of money, but it's some money to really get you moving in the right direction, man. And to know that she got to go back to the ER and go back to that fast-paced hospital to get all that money back, it's probably going to take her a few years to get that money back. I'm going to be honest with y'all. She going to never trust nobody ever again. She's never going to trust nobody ever again, guys. Here's what it is, man. I didn't even get to I didn't even be able to get to the conscious co-parent part about Van Jones, guys, but it's because of Lee. It's because of Lee and it's because of Ron Mack, okay? They want to sit there and argue with me about who got money and who don't got money, and white people rich as heck and people got all. They're wrong, guys. And I'm sorry. So we didn't get to the conscious co-parent Van Jones breakdown. We will shelve that for another show because I think it's interesting. We'll break that down another show. I am hungry, my friends, okay? I have not eaten from once I leave my day job, because you know the main thing, so I can continue to try to come and enjoy myself on YouTube. I come directly here to y'all and we have conversations, have a little bit of fun. I ain't eating nothing. I am hungry and I deserve to eat. Okay. Now, y'all may not believe that because I did a lot of time running the whole show and y'all made me stay up all night for y'all enjoyment. Okay. And I did it faithfully. Okay. I is hungry now. Okay. So if you guys appreciated the show, if you guys had some fun, the only thing that I request from you is that you leave a like and a comment after the show. All right. Because as you guys know, you don't know when we're going to see each other again. Saturdays is typically the only guarantee that I can give y'all. But we're going to do that, Van Jones. Don't worry. We're going to do that, Van Jones. But we're going to do it the way we do it. It's not going to be exact. We're going to do it the way we do it. So, as always, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to KGY. Appreciate you, bro. Always showing love. I need it, okay? I need the love because I need people to continue to enjoy these shows so I have the energy and the excitement to keep doing them, all right? I don't care who shows up, just for the people who do show up. That's all I care about. So if you don't show up, I don't care. And if you do show up, it means a lot. Now, into the next show, I don't know what I'm going to eat. I don't know, okay? You guys, y'all enjoy y'all night. Have some fun. Get some sleep. Keep the main thing. Do not be giving Lee y'all money to be running no Shopify account for y'all. We don't know what he was talking about. He talking about he up here. He talking about give me 200,000. I run a Shopify account. I go to New Jersey. I'll get the sandwich place. Lee, we don't know what you want. We don't know what you want. What type of place you try. You're not getting our 200,000, Lee. You're not getting our 200,000. All right. Y'all don't let him fall for it. All right. Lee almost got me. He almost got me to invest in that place in New Jersey, y'all. He almost got me. But I knew better, so we do better. All right. So as always, I appreciate y'all. And into the next one,